next now. I just did 3 in a row.
Yo, welcome to WLVS Radio. You're tuning into the open bar on a Tuesday. Salute. What's going on, people? What's today's date?
It's
2-6.
Yeah,
18.
2-6.
2-6-18. I don't
Yeah,
think
you
I
didn't
played
play that number.
I didn't play that number. They don't sound like nothing I would play.
26-18, why not?
Right? Hey, I ain't think of that. That would have been some money. God, watch that come out. It's going to be so daggone, man. 26-18. At any rate, I'm hot Ron.
Four-way number, that could have been $5,000.
Yes.
And if you
I hear
boxed
you.
it, it would have been $7,500.
You know,
How do
you
y'all
know
these
your
things?
numbers. Oh, you're a Christian.
I know these things.
I am Hot Ron, your neighborhood bartender. What's good, people?
It's good, man.
What's
What's
good?
good?
What's going on?
Man, I didn't think country was gonna make it today.
Me neither. Country, I didn't know you were in the town. You were in town.
Yeah, I'm in town.
You about the travelest country ass nigga I ever met in my life.
You know,
I ain't even use that.
you. it's
That
funny-
mule
impressed.
gets you everywhere, huh?
Nah, it's funny you would say that because somebody said that to me actually this past weekend. It's like, don't take this wrong, but when I look at you, I see the most ignorant country motherfucker alive, especially the fact when you told me your first job. But you so well traveled and well involved and
You
stuff
should
like
be
that.
insulted,
I'm
like
nah,
just
man.
because you act ignorant, but you can't travel. That's messed up.
Yeah, like I'm not allowed. Look, my passport to get me in most places.
Cause the country.
Yeah. They see me, I got the happy looking Negro face.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Yeah, because when you got that intimidating looking Negro face, they don't like to serve you in other countries. I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we
seriously.
want to hear your problem. Sorry, but good job on that. What's up, Red Barrett? You're in the building. What's going on? What's
Ain't
going on
too
in the
much.
truth?
Not
What you
too
mad
much.
about these days?
Nothing to be mad about.
Nothing to be mad about.
Nah.
No, he gotta be mad. Tom
I was
Brady
say that's why
lost.
we hired you. You're supposed to be mad about
He mad.
everything.
He mad.
Hold on,
Tom
hold
Brady
on.
lost.
First of all,
Oh yeah,
he's the
aren't you a
realest.
Patriots fan?
Oh, hell no. I've never been a Patriots fan.
Oh well,
No.
I think blue look better on you, probably.
Yeah, red, white, and blue, I'm a Giants fan.
You're a
know?
Giant fan. Well, that's true.
But
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? I did. I'm not a
America's
Eagles fan,
real team.
but I did root for the Eagles this Super Bowl.
I told you.
I did
I
too.
ain't gonna
I
sit
did
here
too.
and lie because I did not want to
Well,
see
you like it's
another.
a shame for them.
Right, everybody.
Yeah, I did not want to see another Brady win. I'm sorry.
But why everybody hating on my man Brady?
He
You
almost
know?
did it.
I mean, Brady is not the only, person on that team. Everybody always give
Yeah.
Brady all the credit, like he
Yeah.
plays both sides of the ball.
There were some people on that team, but this has been their
But
first
yo,
ring.
those
too, so.
last minute drives are amazing. I mean,
Plus
I
the
can't take
NFL
that from him.
Well, first of all, they had him down on the 3-yard line, and they let him go 50 yards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shouldn't have never happened. If they would have blitzed, the game would have been over right then
Philly?
and there. Yeah, if Philly would have blitzed, the game would
they
have been
didn't
over
have
right
no
there.
gas. They was done.
No, I think they was playing.
They had
conservative.
one more play. They played to prevent instead of blitzing.
They was
And-
playing conservatively.
Yeah. And that's why they started driving down the field because it was third
They
down.
couldn't stop him.
No, it was fourth down. It was fourth down, and they was on the 3-yard line
But at the
on
same,
that last drive.
at the same time,
and then they ended up getting 3 first downs back to back to back.
But you
And
got
it ended up at the
you got to
50.
give it to the Patriots though. They were down what? It was what?
They always
No, they wasn't down a lot.
They were down. It was what?
No,
At
they
least-
was the most they was down by was 10.
Okay, that's a lot.
the Patriots,
not.
the
Well, in
Patriots,
the
the
Super Bowl, it's
Patriots,
kind of scary to get down.
That's-
They was down by what 20 something points last year in the Super
27
Bowl.
points.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Patriots are a second half team. They, if you think about it historically, when you look at how they play, they always come out like they do, kind of like a Floyd Mayweather fight. He always comes out slow, but he finishes strong.
Yeah.
And the Patriots tend to show up like at the minute. Like
As-
that's why, like
as a matter of fact, they said that they actually defer when they win the coin toss.
yeah,
Yeah, they
Because
defer.
they want the ball back at halftime and
Yeah.
they want to finish strong. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So they wait you out. They let you play all hard at first.
Right.
Yeah, they try to hold the ball so like if they're down, right? And they got the ball before the end of the first half, right?
Right.
And they're able to score there, right?
No, that I was gonna say that's the other key. They like if they down the last 2 minutes of the first half, they want to score. They know they're getting the ball right back.
Wow.
Yeah, they getting
So
the ball
if they
right back.
score, they
so,
getting 2.
So they getting 2 scores. So like if they were down by 12, they was down by 15, right? If they get 2 scores, then they can be right back in there.
Back in the
up.
game. Yep.
You know,
and two with the Patriots, and a buddy of mine like halftime, because coming into halftime, the Eagles was leading by, I want to say, a good touchdown.
It was about
10 points. About 10 points. He was like, I think the Eagles got it, man. I think the Eagles got it. Look, man, I don't start counting against Tom.
Yeah.
I don't count.
See, that's the
getting
problem.
against the Patriots or Tom Brady until it's 1 minute left.
But I would have done it, but
I'm
he
sorry.
always gets within a touchdown or a field goal in the last 2 minutes.
They always come back.
I'm gonna tell you why.
So
though.
if he
I
was down
thought they
two-
were going to get it. I thought they were going to come back.
if he was down 2 touchdowns,
you got to think something. They were still down by 8, right? Even though if they scored, they still had to get the 2-point conversion. But you got to understand something. This Philadelphia team, compared to all the last couple teams that have played Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, they have when Tom Brady has scored, they came back and scored. Most people gave up and let the Patriots get momentum.
Yeah.
New England did not have the momentum, no parts of this
Yeah.
game. Because every single time
I
that
agree.
New England scored, Philly came right back and scored. And then they
Yeah,
scored again.
that's-
I
And
agree.
then they scored again.
I agree.
And they scored
But,
again. See, that's
They let
most
them-
people, they start playing conservative. If they feel like they
They
get up 20
start
points.
trying to let the clock run out rather than keep playing.
No, you play to win.
Exactly.
But
You,
you know
gotta
what?
play your hardest to
You
win.
know what?
You don't
The
play
whole
just
time.
you don't play to hold on. This is
Just because you got the
final
lead,
game.
right? Exactly.
You know,
You know,
everybody goes on vacation after
Right.
that, so it don't matter.
But this was a good game, I give it to him. But the hot stuff was happening behind the scenes. Like, let's go to when they actually won and Kevin Hart trying to get on the stage.
You like that gossip stuff.
Well, I mean, everybody listen to our show don't want to hear you talk about
Hey,
football.
I
They
gotta-
get-
I don't want to know the gossip.
Yes, they do.
I don't know nothing about the
I got a
gossip.
question for all the Philly fans. Philly fans traditionally are the worst. They done beat up Chief Z.
Now hold on,
They
before you
done-
go there, you left his
Yeah.
Kevin Hart point.
Right.
No, I'm saying,
Yeah,
are they going to
but-
be more humble after this?
Well, we're gonna move into that hot topics too as we go on. But we just go ahead and start with hot topics, and since Super Bowl is like the biggest thing. But anyway, like Kevin Hart tried to get on stage, he was stopped. Now I was feeling his little mama moment.
I cried
you know what
real
I'm saying?
tears, Joe, when he posted a video after
Oh,
he
yeah.
left. After he left,
I don't give a fuck. My team won.
he was trying to keep his pride together, but
He's
he
out.
was like, "So what?"
So at that point, you think he really thought he wanted to get on stage? Was that just
he
trying
did.
to-
He was drunk though.
I think
did
when
want.
he
Said
did-
so.
he
He
admitted
did.
it.
He admitted it. He wanted to get on stage.
He said he was excited.
He was
His
excited,
team had
but
won.
his wife told him, "Don't do
He
it."
said she was the first one to
She
say
was the
it.
first one to say, "Don't do it."
And he was like, "Never mind."
Nah,
He ignored
I
her,
got
right?
this, baby. I got to do
But
this.
Joe, why did he say? He said no. The security guard's chest was firm. It was firm. He said when he pushed it.
But you know what I
his
thought?
hand was firm.
What I thought he was doing.
And
'cause you
shout
know-
out to the security guard who did his job.
Exactly.
But you know
right.
what?
you know what?
What I thought he was doing was because he got the new comedy special out called Bad Choices or something like that, and I thought he was using that to be kind of
I know. I think he was just there supporting his team. He already had
because he's
ultra
from
access.
Philadelphia. He's from
To
Philadelphia,
even
right?
be on the field at that
Yeah.
time, you have to have. He had a big access already, but when he on that stage, security wasn't gonna let him
And
get him.
and two, like I said, it goes back. I'm gonna just call my Philly brethren now. They are the worst fans. They do asshole shit like that all the time.
That's why they grease the light poles.
They
right?
grease
Win or
the,
lose.
They greased the pole and
So that people wouldn't
they
get out.
So
greased
people
the
won't
pole.
climb 'em.
They burnt the damn gas station down for no reason.
But I'm trying to figure out why did they do a riot though? I never understood.
No,
What's the whole point?
Philly. No, you're
It's
right.
Philly, man.
All I know is I didn't know
But
their
shouldn't they be
fans was-
happy?
Yeah, I didn't know their fans were off like that. But
Dude,
man,
they
this
banned.
dude-
It's
So
the
to
only-
all our Philly listeners out there, we need you to call in and tell us what was the purpose
Dan-
of beating.
It's the only NFL stadium with a jail.
Well,
they were
used to. They used to have.
used to be the only NFL stadium with a jail inside of it. Philly fans, they banned the reason why they banned batteries at sports games is because of Philly fans. Because Philly fans would buy D batteries and A batteries, etc., to throw
D
and chunk
motherfucker
D
D.
batteries to throw at people.
to throw him at
To throw it at the opposing team and their team. They
Wow.
beat up Chief Z,
So
the legendary Redskin.
So they banned D batteries in Philadelphia. You can't buy D batteries.
Yeah, pause
At the game.
Pause with D battery so many times.
D, motherfucker, D.
They not only that they beat up Chief Z and threw him in a garbage can.
Seriously?
Oh, Philly fans!
Hey,
are the-
but Dan Lebatard read off the live police scanner. Like somebody had notated all of the police. So the police chatter what they're saying to each other. They got a fire on 67, 11:59. You know what I'm saying? 12:02. All right, we have another fire over here. The pole is down to 67. It was crazy, man. Somebody is climbing today. They're up on the roof above the Wawa. We don't know how they're getting up there, and we have nobody to resist them.
And they said they tore up the awning at one of the hotels.
It was pretty bad.
What was it at the JW Marriott or something like that?
Because they just go
Ritz
in.
Carlson. But that's
Ritz
Philly
Carlton,
fan.
that's what
But
it was.
here's the thing: somebody raised an important question, and I don't mean to make this political, but if that had been all black folks.
It was enough of them.
You know what I'm saying? No,
they ain't doing the crazy
No,
stuff.
they said it's two white guys in black. They're turning over a car.
Yeah.
There was a couple cars turned over, but I
Couple?
heard there was somebody that was eating some not some horse manure.
Oh,
Yeah,
geez.
that's another thing they were doing. But you know what?
Duh,
It's funny
and
because
you just went past that like, okay.
because Philly fans, they're interesting. I mean, they seem to be.
But if you didn't,
I didn't know that they were that wild like that.
Dog, Philly fans
they're
are the
wild.
worst.
first of
dog.
all, that was their first Super Bowl, so nobody knew how
No,
wild they
didn't
were.
they?
No.
They had
Okay, so
Super
here's
Bowl.
the question of the
They
day.
booed Santa Claus
How-
and pelted
How
ice.
wild is Philly for real? Is Philly worse than New York?
It's not. It's smaller in area, so you can consider it to be worse.
When you
per
say
capita.
worse, do you mean like
Meaning, you know,
the hoods and
New
stuff.
York seems to have a tougher, grittier. I mean, Philly
But
fans.
it's too spread out. So
The
you
thing
think
is, the
about
thing-
New York City,
Oh,
you
Philly
think-
fans are not really tough. They just raunchy.
Well, I would
mean,
say
it's
I
not-
would consider
Oh, wow.
Philly and Bronx.
It-
Philly
it's-
and the Bronx.
It's not really.
Would you
it's,
say that?
If you
No,
trying to,
you wouldn't.
when you say which city is the worst, what are you referring to? Are you talking about the fans or like crime and stuff?
Well, I was saying worse. I mean, you know, like New Yorkers are known to be tough, hard nosed. You know, they just say it like they mean
Well,
it.
isn't Philly like known for brotherly love, or is that?
It is supposed
I
to.
mean-
Supposed to be, but
Yeah.
like in DC, here people won't say what they mean. They won't just come out directly and say they'll package it. You know, they're gonna formulate it, put it in.
That's these new age DC people. You know,
New age DC. That's just
Yeah,
politics.
yeah.
They
It's
Watch
politics.
new age
Period.
DC people.
Watch yourself.
The old school DC people don't exist no more. They live all
The
the
old
way
school
out.
DC people probably did.
They live all the way out in county. They retired now.
Shout out to Rico James who said the Ritz Carlton is where the fans actually climbed up,
Ritz
stood
Carlton.
and crashed on the awning. Wow.
It's pretty amazing.
What's up,
But
Rico?
Wow.
But it's like when you look at like a wild, you know, the fan base being wild and like
Yeah.
Philly has no more of the rest, you know, violence in a lot of the other locations and
Right.
stuff. Like the fans is there has just always
Well,
been traditionally wild.
They wild. I think that's
Yeah,
the
for
best
some
word.
odd reason, and
My-
Philly's just like
Right.
that.
My
I
s-
just,
Go ahead, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
their baseball fans are like that. Their
Yeah.
basketball fans is like that.
But
They,
my thing is though, okay, so I mean, I guess so. Who else is like that? Any other cities? Because I'm thinking, it's really just sports though.
New York,
I know some people take
I'm
it real
telling- I'm
serious.
New York media is horrible to the New York teams. If you look at both years, the Giants won the Super Bowl. They had the worst home record.
You know what? Knicks fans are pretty bad too.
No,
though.
You got to think about
So
something.
Knicks fans are really loyal though.
Knicks
They-
fans
they're
are
loyal.
They're bad though.
Okay,
They'll beat you up. They'll
But
knock
you
you
gotta
out.
think about the only teams that really gonna have fans that are really like that, and teams that never win anything. Shout out to Philly, they
Ooh.
finally won something, and now they get to enjoy it.
But you know
So-
what? That's a good point because like when the Redskins is doing good, DC is the best place to be. But when they really doing bad, everybody got an attitude. People cutting you off. They just angry.
The same thing about Dallas too, huh?
But you all,
Well, I don't live in Dallas, so I
actually
don't know.
no.
Dallas
The
fans
funny,
are
the
always
funny,
happy.
the funny thing
No, they're
about
not.
We're always happy.
the funny thing is when you go further south to.
Not
When you
further.
go further south, like when you think about Texas, Atlanta, you know, Georgia, Carolina, all them places, people are more passionate about their college sports
Well,
and
it's
their
true.
local sports than
That's
because
not-
they don't have
think about
professional
it.
sports.
Think about it. Like you
College
know,
sports
when
are
you
king
go to
in the
if you go
South.
to Dallas, don't get it twisted. You see NFL fans, but people are more passionate about their
College.
local college sports
Oh, yeah.
than
Right.
they are their professional sport. Like
That's-
up north,
that's king.
Yeah,
That's
up
right.
up north, and I guess out on the West Coast where you have more of the old, you know, and not to say that I mean Dallas is one of the older teams.
Right.
It means more up north,
One of the
like
more
in New
American
York.
teams.
Yeah, it
And real
means
quick,
more.
I know we're gonna move on, but real
No,
quick
I mean
though.
we still got this is gonna be our little thing.
next,
before we
okay,
go.
so Diddy is looking into buying the Carolina Panthers. though.
Carolina
with a
Panthers.
group though. He's trying to put together a group. a coalition, and not him by himself.
Well, I didn't know you was gonna switch it from Super Bowl, so I want to say one more thing before we move to
Okay,
that.
no, what you-
But a lot of other things happened. Poor little Cardi B couldn't get a break. Everybody talked about her because she was at the Super Bowl, of course.
She was there.
And they caught her. She was freezing. She had like no clothes on. It was cold up there, and she's like shivering.
How
Like
so?
they got her right
Hold up,
on.
they
the-
was in a dome.
Yeah,
I
they
guess
in the
like
soda.
her coming out, but they caught her like freezing. I was like, it was not a good. And it was a lot of like Twitter pictures going out showing her like.
I know, but my thing is that everybody going there, they knew. I mean, if you're
Yeah,
going there
she
with
should've
it was
wear a dress. She
1
should- she
degree
should've been
below
linked down.
0. It was literally 1 degree below 0.
Dog, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been to Minnesota in the winter. That is a fucking hawk. That shit is no joke. I'm talking
Hey,
negative.
it's been cold here.
Nah,
Yeah.
not
So
like
it was
So
cold.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you right.
I know it's worse
Bruh.
because this has only been like 16, 14 degrees. That's been cold.
I
So to go somewhere where it's like 1 degrees,
they
it's-
have tunnels underground.
Wow.
During when people work during
Yeah,
the
to go
day,
to the mall
just to
and everything.
walk under the ground, just to walk between
work
buildings.
in Minnesota now.
So
Just in Minneapolis, they have during because the winters there are so harsh. You looking at like net
and
negative
it
10,
sound like
negative
it's
15.
worse than Alaska, right?
Oh, cuz I'm gonna tell you that hawk ain't no joke, Bo. That's that.
Wow.
That's that bone chilling shit.
Bone chilling.
Yeah,
I
you
like
have
that
to-
word.
you
Bone
have to-
chilling. That's a new word.
You gotta dress.
Every
like
time
that.
we say bone chilling, you gotta take a shot to all our listeners.
I wonder, do your chances increase of doing a crime when everybody's underground? chilling?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
Ain't nobody
man.
coming outside unless you.
No, I said, do your chances increase of being able to be successful at committing a crime? Because everybody else is like,
everything.
No,
yeah.
everybody's home. Ain't nobody. Where you gonna?
You said you can't-
Where you gonna commit a crime at?
I mean,
Ain't nobody out.
you break into something.
The
Where
pastor is trying to
What
commit
I'm
a
trying
crime.
to say, you're breaking into something that somebody's already gonna be in it because ain't nobody outside.
Wow.
I'm talking
So
about
that-
business, not the house.
Wow.
Well, hey, they ain't leaving their job.
Yo, we're gonna have a hot show today. We got of course this is the big thing going on right now is bullying. This is the month. Not only is it Black History.
I'm about to say the big thing is Black History
Well,
Month.
not only Black History, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
no.
bullying is also this month. And we got a person that's coming on the show. Her name is Lisa Terrell. She's on her way. She's going to come here and discuss. She's going to be in the Pastor's Lounge, and she's going to discuss the whole big event she had with bullying. It's going to be a great event. Of course, we're about to have our drink of the day, and we're just going to turn up with some good hot topics and more update on the whole Monique situation we got going on. So
Oh, okay.
that's going to be. And actually, y'all going to change y'all whole idea about her because this is pretty bad. Netflix really did do her bad. But we're going to talk about that when we come back. Give us a call at 202
Not changing my idea.
1 bar.
Listen, vision, listen, vision, listen, vision, listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen, vision.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar. Salute. Yo, this is my favorite part of the show. I know I say all of it is, but this is really my favorite part. Not because I'm an alcoholic, but when we introduce our drink of the day is no other than the Guam juice. This is a great drink. It's layered. Y'all see this? Y'all see how it's layered? Isn't that hot? Isn't that hot? Well, this is kind of a healthier drink. It's made with our choice of mango-flavored vodka, along with lime juice and a little bit of red wine just to cut the taste. Definitely gives a good look.
It's a great look, or does it taste great?
It actually do taste good, too. It tastes like Kool-Aid a little bit, though. But
You look like a country motherfucker right there.
But if you notice, if you want to do a drink like this, if you see how the wine makes it layer instead of shaking it, isn't that a good look?
Wow. That's interesting.
Definitely a good
So
look.
that's what happens.
Say the ingredients again.
It's made with our choice of mango-flavored vodka, lime juice, sweet lime, along with a shot or two of red wine. Definitely a good drink.
Shout out to Tito Castro. He's tuning in right now.
Is he tuning in?
Tito.
Yeah.
Tito.
What's good, buddy?
But how do you like the drink, Dave?
It's all right.
It's all right.
Nah, I'm mad about the drink. I'm just messing with you. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. It's actually this is one of them drinks that'll catch up on you. So you gotta be careful. Dave is rocking our shirt. Show the shirt. And he rocking the new tattoo. Come on, bro. Show your tat.
Chitty watching.
Oh, Chitty is rocking it too. Yo, you can order these shirts. Yeah, check these shirts out. You show the back and look at that tat. Mine's gonna be next. I'm getting mine on my back. Now this tramp stamp, people, it's gonna be a little higher. But I'm getting a
tramp stamp.
I'm getting mine on my back. But so Dave, he's rocking the back shirts. Oh, you got the mic in the way. Open Bar Tuesdays. You see that? You can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Oh Lord! Oh, Jacob is looking at his butt.
Come on.
We might get some what they call
I am
apricot
hetero.
sweatpants. Anyway, you can order these shirts online at openbartuesdays@gmail.com. Part of the proceeds to benefit the people of Puerto Rico. Don't forget about those people. Support the cause, be the boss. We're trying to help them out. People forgot, but they still don't have electricity and everything. You know.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Still like 50%. Still don't have
All I know is
electricity.
when I hit my switch.
You hit your. Ooh.
Damn, Pastor.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I want my 10% back from you. Yo.
Okay, here you can have your 110%.
Right. Do y'all ready to go into some hot topics right quick?
Oh, yeah.
Before we have the beautiful Lisa Terrell on the show. I can't wait.
Shout out to Lisa Terrell.
And she is looking exquisite today.
I know.
Oh,
I
my.
like that dress.
So natural
And
and
you can
pretty.
tell she got.
Y'all don't see
you
her
can
yet,
tell
so
she
we
got
talking about
You
it.
can tell she got pretty feet too.
Ooh. All right.
Pretty
Well,
feet.
Lisa, I did warn you about the show. I did tell you. So. Anti-bullying, no bullying or sexual harassment on this show. We got
Me too.
You came to the wrong
the
show.
Me Too.
Time's up.
It's the wrong show.
Let me not joke about
And
that.
no cussing today, brothers. You're not supposed to cuss. today.
We already started off on the wrong foot.
She.
Oh, you want to take? Oh, he can photos of his tat. I thought I was gonna be the first one to get. I'm so mad.
That's like really like.
But you know what? If you ever break up from this show, you show. That's like when. I bet I wanted to do. Whoopi Goldberg's got the View on her.
What
tattoo.
the fuck? Hey, first of all, wouldn't
Hey,
that?
Dave, you
wouldn't
throwing
it-
shade with palm trees, yo.
Hey,
Now,
if
I'm one of the originators of the open bar. So
know.
regardless,
if somebody was walking around with a tattoo of the View, wouldn't that be a bit creepy? Like if you just walking around, you randomly see a person with the tattoo that said the View.
A regular person or Barbara Walters?
No, just in general.
Can you see
I'm
Barbara
just
with a
saying,
tat?
If Barbara got a tattoo, I'd be like, that's
Can
her
you see
thing. She
Barbara got a
represent.
tat? Barbara's sexy too. She got that money.
Yo, that Barbara,
Hey.
that
Hey.
thing is dusty.
That thing, ooh. Barbara, if you calling, I'll take care of you. Ain't nothing like a woman 1 foot in the grave, boy. You get that wheel,
that's what I'm
put your
talking
name in the wheel.
Here's
Praise
Ron's
God. Praise
gold,
God.
Tell me where she
digger
at.
waves. Ron's gold digger waves.
I am not a gold digger.
Hey,
I ain't
Ron is
saying
a
I ain't
country would
messing
do
no
the
broke-
same thing.
I know. He'll
Nah,
push
country.
somebody in a wheelchair.
You let a rich Miss Richburg come and get you. Her name is
let me
Richburg.
tell you. Man.
Ron just needed he just needed a thousandaire to come get him.
1,000.
And he's good.
Y'all understand? I love this woman right here.
As long as I ain't gotta work,
Hey, hold on. Do you fall fast, man?
I with a charge card.
She got a black card.
Right.
You all in, right?
Ron say she might not have liquid, but she got assets.
Right. Hello.
She got property.
I wake up because I want to, not because I need to.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
Hey,
saying.
let me tell you something. There's no dude who has taught us the way better than Stedman.
Come on.
Man, we got to salute Stedman, man. We got to salute Stedman, man.
salute.
Shout out
Stedman.
to Stedman.
Stedman
Look,
say,
look,
I
I don't need to
peep out
marry
of me.
you. I just sit back.
And you don't
reap
hear a
the
peep
benefit.
out of Stedman,
The
do you?
original gigolo. Come on. Hello.
Yeah, but Stedman say, I ain't gonna say a word,
OG.
baby. It's whatever you. It's your world, baby.
And you know what? And that's what I'm saying. Why?
your word.
This is my thing is like I have a friend, and I hope she's not listening. She can listen because I didn't say her name. Well, so she was married. She was dating somebody who was in jail. He came out of jail. She told him, "You ain't got to work. You know, I got this. Until get yourself together." He still wanted to act like he's the man. I was like, "Nigga, are you stupid?" She told you to sit your ass down. He wanted. Oh, I'm the man now. No, your woman is a
baby, it's
doctor.
your
I
world,
mean,
baby.
It's
as my daddy
she would
would
have came home to a cooked meal. She would a hard penis, everything.
As
She
my
never
dad-
had to worry about anything.
As my
I tell
daddy
you.
would say, you can't make sugar out of shit. You can't make sugar out of shit. So, I mean, what can you expect?
But I ain't trying to make sugar out of it. Like I said, when you got that Oprah bag,
You're
it's
right.
your world, baby.
You got
It's your
that
world.
bag. Hey, you're right. That's what a
All she gotta do is
human
let me
being
have
would
my
do.
dignity. As long as she don't
Right.
beat me in front of people.
Yeah.
Can you wait till we get in the house?
Wait the company gone. Then you can do what you want to do.
curse me out whatever you want.
And
Don't do this for
She's
everybody.
gonna have a side piece. Make sure I don't catch you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but even if I do, if nobody else find out, but I came home early. My fault. My fault.
So it's this video. It's
Exactly.
this video I found on
That
Curse My
Oprah bag,
Brother.
she
It
gets
was this
all
video.
access granted.
This is
baby.
video I found on World Star Hip Hop, and basically this chick, and I'm gonna try to find it when we go off when we go to our next break. But this chick basically was kicking her boyfriend out, and he was walking in the rain with in his drawers and his Jordans and holding his dog, and she just berating him. Shut the fuck up!
You kicked the dog out too? and
Shut
the dog?
fuck. Yeah.
And he got his Jordans in
She
his
was like-
hand
she was
instead of
calling,
on his
"You
feet?
homeless ass, homeless guy."
So she
was
still
just-
tearing him down while he
she
walking
was
away?
Tearing him
She
down.
took him back though. She chased. She
Oh,
chased him.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Back.
All that.
Well, y'all ready for
She
some?
went and picked him up in the Escalade.
You funny. Y'all ready for some hot topics?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I would love to be a kept man.
No, that's not what you
That's
said
what
at
I'm saying.
first.
Oh, no, I'm
but then
saying,
why y'all
I
always
would
put down on
love-
me when I always tell about I want
because
to be
you're
kept?
a gold digger.
My
Let's
first,
just-
I remember one time when we was in school and they asked us, they said, well, what would you want to do when you grow up? I said, kept. And I would say this since I was young. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing.
Women, I mean,
But
if you trying to
y'all
keep-
ready for some hot topics?
Oh,
Speaking
hold
of
on.
kept.
Let me shout out a couple people. Shout out to Lori, Jeff, Jamil.
What up,
Michael,
Jeff? Blue Fry.
And Jamil wanted to make sure that he knew since when he came in a couple weeks ago about the Eagles. It's fly, Eagles fly. All right. Got
Oh,
you.
yeah,
He did.
yeah,
He
yeah.
did say that.
Congrats, man.
I think, did we bet him or somebody bet him or something like that?
I was betting
He would've
for
won
the
the
Eagles.
bet.
Oh, we betting for the Eagles. Yo, this drink is really good.
If you would have put some money in Vegas, I guess you would have won some money because they was
Actually,
underdogs.
yeah, the odds in Vegas were so
I
against
coulda
the
bet that.
Eagles.
And you know
I
what?
would have bet on the
It was
Eagles.
like a
I
fifth-
really believe they would have won.
First of all, I bet you Vegas lost a lot of money.
They did.
Vegas did lose a lot of money.
because of the over. Because the over under numbers.
Yeah.
Because that's 74
Well, let me
points.
tell
in
you,
that game.
So
I
I'm
was
saying,
mad
if you had put
because-
$100 on the Eagles, what would you get? Can you Google that?
You got $100.
I
But look,
I mean,
Nah, you probably got a couple
about
thousand.
5,000. But look, let me tell you this. I played the brackets this year, and my numbers were perfect. I had 7 and 4. Of course, it was no 7 and 4 in that game. This is the first time ever I had the best numbers. I was like, "There's no way I'm not going to at least win something," and my number didn't come up. But anyway, I don't want to go back to the game. We talked about that for like 20 minutes before.
All right.
But anyway, hot topics.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about that. We talked about that before.
Right. Well, I know y'all hate these people, but I love them.
Who are they? Kardashians or something?
Shout out to
love and
to
hip hop
Kylie.
New York.
Shout out to Kylie
Jenner.
and what's
She's
his name?
not a
Travis
Kardashian?
Scott. Well, she is. She's blood. But they just had their baby.
Did they?
She had the baby, and she did the most amazing 10-minute video on YouTube
Right.
that shut YouTube down, showing
It
because
did
nobody
not
really.
shut
It did. Not really. But I'm just saying
Instagram or
it did.
YouTube?
It was on YouTube, Instagram.
Did
all
it?
that.
Wasn't she the one who did the Pepsi commercial too?
No, that was
Kendall?
Kendall.
Okay.
Kylie is the more sweeter, freakier sister with the lip problem.
That's the one.
sexy
That's the
one.
one who was
Sexy.
messing with Tiger.
Was messing with Tiger, but now she's with Travis
Now,
Scott.
now, how you was messing with Tiger last week and got a baby by
no, this was
Travis
She's
Scott?
been with
this
Travis
week?
Scott for about a year now.
Bro,
A year.
Honestly, I mean, I got to give it. I have to applaud
Travis Scott is winning.
I have to applaud Travis
He is
Scott. Why?
winning.
Why?
Because he shot the club up. You know, Travis Scott did the right thing and shot the club up. Tiger was over
What
there
you mean?
bullshitting.
Get a picture of
He
Kylie
getting
Jenner
he
and
getting
Travis
that
Scott.
he getting that Kardashian money.
He was
now,
losing.
Now if he can maintain his sanity, not do what Bruce did, become a woman and not go crazy like Kanye, because it seemed like I'm sorry. That
You said-
vagina
it's
is a
something
trap.
It's something to the Kardashian.
And that vagina is a trap. You dip in it, you go crazy.
It's called the Kardashian curse.
Yeah.
Well,
It was a joke at one time.
Oh, there they go right there. Not the best looking couple, but they're
Yo, I'm trying to figure out how did he do it?
He shot the
not?
club up. What do you mean?
I mean, he made a great song. That's all you need is one good song, Joe.
But you know what?
But the thing is,
So
you also
what are you
got
trying to say, Pastor? I'm just trying to say, what are you trying to say?
I just want to have one great song. Cause listen, the other dude, the other
people
Travis,
like-
Travis Scott, got Rihanna.
Yeah. You talking about the basketball? I mean,
No.
that's the
singer,
same Travis
singer.
Scott.
It's a change,
it's the
Travis
same
Scott.
Travis Scott. This is the one we with now. He's with Rihanna.
Hold on. No, he didn't get Rihanna and
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Got it.
same
Oh
dude.
my Lord.
But let me tell you this.
How is he doing
Let me
this?
tell you this though.
Rodeo.
We need to be inviting him for interviews.
But you know what? People like him are doing it for people like you, because I'm more than amazing. I'm outstanding. I'm at this level. But people that are regular like you guys,
You're
they're
right.
showing
Exactly.
people that like, I'm just joking. But like, let's look at Jermaine Dupri and Janet. When Jermaine Dupri got Janet, people was like, "Oh my God, I can get
He
somebody like
overachieved.
that." Right, and that's what make other guys.
But no, you know
think
what? That was kind of.
But that let every regular dude know at that point.
that he can get.
Yeah, he
that's
can
what
get
I'm saying. And so that's the same with Travis Scott.
But
He's
Travis,
doing
You
it
gotta
for the
shoot your
average.
shot though.
He's
You gotta shoot
doing
your
it for
shot.
the average.
man,
But you also got to take a look.
See, Travis Scott put
Travis-
out that song. Don't you open up the?
I'm also say this. Travis,
Don't you
Travis,
open the
and
window.
Travis,
Hey.
Travis
Let
is
out the antidote.
Trav- Hey.
Travis is a very successful music producer.
He is.
He you got to give him that.
So is Jermaine Dupri.
Yes.
So we need to be
they're
going to some
successful
producing
in it,
classes.
right? But when they come up like that, you have to raise a hand like, yo, my
But
man is
anybody
coming
here,
up.
anybody here can say that when I see like a really amazing looking woman, I'm the first. I'll go talk to her. If she shut me down, I don't get upset.
You talk to
I
any
go.
woman.
I do. I have no problem. Like, 'cause my thing is, you aim at your. You start at your 10 and then you end up with a 4 by the end of the night. But at least, hey, you got lucky. You know what I'm saying? You stick
I don't know, man.
So we do that. Yo, but anyway,
I know
salute moment to Travis Scott.
They had their baby,
They
right?
had their
Was it a
baby.
girl or
Hey,
a
They were
boy?
the
girl.
first.
Travis,
Girl.
you
And
are
that-
winning. I can tell you that.
And
You
that's
are winning.
man.
Yeah, and
Man,
it's
shout out
smart.
to
Like
Travis
I said,
Scott, man.
like I said, if you end up with somebody, whatever, like that, shoot the club up. Guys, shoot the
hold
club
up,
up.
though. How
Girls,
you-
they say girls trap.
Yo,
girls trap
how-
men all the time.
Hold up.
Men trap women. Shoot the
No,
club up.
no. Hold on. We gotta have a solemn moment, man, and really think about this.
What?
He left Rihanna.
This man laid.
Kylie.
He didn't
He
leave
laid in
Rihanna.
the- he laid in the
Rihanna
bed.
ended up dating that football
He
player.
laid in the bed naked with Rihanna and
Football
Kylie.
player.
Now, did y'all see Rihanna gained some weight? It looks so perfect on
I
her.
love that.
The
love
weight that
that.
she
She
gained.
better be
I've
careful.
never-
She better
it
be
looks
careful.
beautiful on her though. That
She
weight
better be
gain
careful.
was
Nah,
perfect.
I think she probably did it for a role.
You think so? It was a lot of weight, but it looks really good on
She
her.
better be careful.
Like her titties look like Aretha Franklin's back in the 70s when they just hang. But she looks great.
She looked amazing, but it's
looks
like
awesome.
she go a little bit overboard, you know.
I think she can pull it off. She can be a little meaty. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a sister, and a good sister. She's a nice sister. She look good. Anyway, speaking of big girls, Monique, of course, she was Monique.
Shout out to Mo.
Mo, no, I love her. Mo, you need to call in. We love you. We miss you. If you listen.
Tell me how Mo redeemed herself.
I don't think she redeemed herself, but I don't think that everybody is giving her. They not listening at the full story because she never released the whole reason why. Now, initially in her contract, they was going to give her $500,000. She was like, okay,
Right.
that's not enough money. But they also wanted the rights to They also wanted the rights to her, like any touring act that she do from that point on. Like when she go touring, she couldn't do nothing without signing under them. It was like they would pretty much owned her. She became a slave. There's other things she would have to do. They would took 10% of any product, any other promotional things that she did from that particular special that she would have did. So it was a lot into that.
Well,
Really?
the thing about it is they offered her $3 million first.
I didn't know that. That's not what she said. Where did you hear that?
See, I know. Everybody don't know that. She ain't telling that story. And then they probably offered her $500,000, and then they wanted a piece of everything else. So, you got to think about.
Oh, okay. Well, I
She had-
retract my story. Monique, you had me feeling sorry.
Apparently, she and I'm only going by what I've heard on radio. I mean, what I actually saw. She's had a Netflix special out there for quite some time.
Yeah, and it
didn't do well. It didn't do well the first time.
But Netflix wasn't who they are today either.
No,
she did that.
Netflix wasn't.
It's been she's had it out there since Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock
Really?
had.
The thing is,
Another one? Did they pay her more than $500,000?
I don't know what she got paid
She
on.
probably paid to get on it.
But it's the thing, though. Either way, what she should have done, she should have took the money and did an excellent show, and then
No, but did you
Scream
reason
on.
why?
No,
they
what she
said-
should have actually done
And then
was
Scream on.
promoted the one that she already had it on there, so people know what her work is. Right?
mean,
if nobody's watching that currently,
I-
then you building up a fan base.
I think
you got to show them what your worth is.
I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Monique personally is funny. I watch Queens of Comedy. Hell, I'm one of the few people that think Queens of
I never
Comedy
watched
was.
it.
I watch Queens of Comedy. I'm one of the few people that think Queens of Comedy was funnier than Kings of Comedy.
Queens
I'm
of
just
Comedy
keeping it
was
real.
extremely funny.
Yeah.
It was way funnier than Kings of
I'm
Comedy.
a co-sign. I know.
Funnier than Kings of Comedy?
It was way funnier.
Because
Queens of Comedy.
I'm gonna be real.
Queens of-
I don't think
some more.
Samora is funny as
that
hell.
old
And
lady, I
fine as
forgot.
hell. Samora's fine as
Yeah.
hell.
Adele Givens.
Adele Givens was
Yes.
hilarious. Her whole stroke.
She's funny.
She was
And
hilarious.
I mean, and no disrespect, I appreciate Steve Harvey for what he's done for the industry and what he's done for the community, but I don't think he's all that funny. That's just my opinion.
Hell no. Steve Harvey was the worst on the Kings of
Yeah,
Comedy.
and other than DL and
Bernie
Cedric, Bernie Mac, which was amazing.
Bernie Mac is hilarious.
And Cedric was all right. The rest of them really didn't tickle me like that. But Queens of Comedy, in my opinion, was just better
What
across
that?
the board.
Some more?
But yeah, they had
It was
some more.
Samora, Adele. I forget the old lady name. I love the old lady that.
But-
Mama D or Miss D.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name. She's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah,
she was
yeah.
a great. She was a great host.
Allegedly,
the host.
allegedly,
and Monique and some more, but they were hating on some more. If y'all watched that, did y'all
she
see
is
it?
fine.
She was.
Damn.
She is. I'm gonna post a picture of me and some more when she was sexually harassing me at her last.
She was not sexually harassing.
Oh, and you loved
Now,
every minute of
the
it.
thing, if the rumors are true, and I say allegedly, if the rumors are true, Monique has a very bad attitude. I don't know how true that is.
Everybody's saying it. So
Yeah,
it
exactly.
must be
It's
true.
too
I
many
don't think
people.
so.
They say she mistreats
Yeah,
staff.
Mo is whack.
They
She's
say
whack.
she's has a very
Mo is
bad
not whack.
attitude.
Mo,
now, I
we
don't know.
love you.
Yeah, but this whole topic on her is just terrible.
We move.
It's
And
horrible.
one last quick hot topic before we leave, because I cannot wait to get to Miss Lisa Terrell. She's going to grace the place, and she's going to give us
Shout
some
out to
serious.
Miss Lisa.
We're going to have some serious
Skinny
talk
bitch.
about bullying. So, of course, the new statue, Nefertiti. Have y'all heard about that?
No.
Y'all haven't heard about that? I know you heard about it.
That's new to me.
The mother of Nefertiti, the statue. But the whole issue is that, of course, this is Black History Month. So when they revealed the statue, they made her the mother of Nefertiti. They made her a complete white woman. If you can find, I think we can find, and everybody's talking about it. I'm like, what's the big deal? And hey, could you find that picture?
He's,
and put
he's
it up?
looking it up.
Oh, he is looking it up.
Exactly.
And,
Pipe down. It's just-
Laura Hayes was the other queen of comedy.
Laura Hayes. I couldn't think of her name.
I
Thanks
see.
for bringing us back.
Nefertiti, Black Twitter roast light skin.
So I'm like, Black Twitter get mad because it's the statue.
I mean,
was
Black Twitter, Joe.
they just be running out. I mean,
Now, why would they do that?
they
Now, you
reach.
know,
I think they
God
reaching a
doggone
little.
well,
bit.
that ain't no Nefertiti's mother.
It could be. Master was in her headquarters. You don't know.
People forget back in the day, the Middle East.
She
the
was
middle,
not a slave. Her
the
mother
middle.
was not a
I'm
slave.
just saying, back in the Middle East, back in the day, historically, was like Latin America, like Brazil. You had a lot of different groups that came together. They mixed up. That's just
But
what. That's what it
nobody
was.
was that
like.
light.
No, I mean, but you also have to take this in consideration, and yes, you're absolutely right.
Nobody was that light.
But I'm just saying, the Middle East at that time, you had people coming in from all over.
Hold on. You acting like you're talking about 1979 or something.
Nah,
that time.
actually,
this is not.
no,
the original.
even back then though, people still travel.
Country,
people forget that part of the world, people have always been very
you
nomadic
understand,
though.
like places like Turkey, all those places, those are like new formations, like a new name.
You absolutely right.
Okay, so
you absolutely,
at that time, Nefertiti, at that time,
I'm not disagreeing with you.
There was no maps or anything.
All
Okay.
I'm saying is I'm not disagreeing with you.
Okay,
All
right.
I'm saying is that part of the world has been a major center, not just Egypt, just the Middle East in general has
Right.
always been a major center of cultural conversion when people came together. People forget that. And it wasn't, and now granted, I agree that Europeans like to whitewash a lot of shit. Let's keep it real. They
Right.
do. I mean, in about 20 years, in about 50 years, MLK will be,
He'll be a little
he'll
light.
be white.
He'll be a little
Let's
lighter.
keep it real. In 50 years, he'll be
Right.
white.
Yo.
You know, I saw the September 11th, the September 11th movie. Prime example. I saw it the other day. I'm not trying to go off topic, but
I'm gonna go off topic.
yeah, the Marine soldier that was a hero in that movie.
Yeah.
He's black in real life, but they
Right.
casted him as a white guy. And basically, and this guy saved over 100. So this guy
Wow.
saved over 100 people.
On Flight 93.
Yeah, no, not Flight 93. Oliver Stone made a movie called Twin Towers or something like that was based on September 11th, and it was a Marine sergeant at that time.
In the buildings.
Yeah, who basically
But he was black.
he
but
was
white man
in
played
real
him.
life he was a black man, Marine sergeant.
Well, Halle Berry
he went
played
and
plenty of white
saved
women, you
he
know what
pretty
I'm
much
saying?
went and saved like hundreds of people. Not by himself, but with another group of guys. But he pretty much led a group of guys to save like 100 group of people. But in the movie, they casted him as a white dude. Even used the same damn name.
So that's our Black History Month because Dave didn't do his like I asked him to.
Oh yeah.
And-
Oh, Black Panther comes out.
When
on,
did you ask me? I'm
Black
sorry.
Panther
You
comes
ain't
out
check
next
your text-
Thursday.
You ain't check your text.
Who-
Did y'all
who-
see the text I asked him to do a black? But anyway, moving
Who-
on.
who got
Real
that Black
quick,
Panther
not yet.
ticket?
I can't. I got mine, but I'm going.
I got mine, too.
But I'm going with my friends. Shout out to Tashika. But anyway,
That movie better be good.
it's gonna be great.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome.
Because I on a certain level, I know we got to do stuff just because it's black. We want to support it.
It's a black
But
superhero,
I
bro.
know, but my thing is, what if it's not good? Then
First
what?
of all.
What if it's not good though?
It's
First of all-
gonna be good just because it's black, right?
Okay.
And it's gonna be good because Angela Bassett is in it. She
Oh,
plays his
God.
mother.
Is she in it?
Yeah, she plays his mother. You can't. It's gonna be the bomb.
They changed it up because
Angela's in is gonna be the bomb.
But
they changed
I
it up
did-
because
I-
in the comic that that was his stepmother.
Oh, it could. Well, I
Yeah.
said I don't know.
But
the
I had never
story,
paid
I'm
attention
sorry.
that there was never. a
I don't
black
really watch
superhero.
comics.
I've been reading Black Panther for a long time.
But God bless you.
Yeah,
Okay, I've been watching superheroes for a long time.
There you
I
go.
never noticed that they were all white.
So Black
nobody
Panther.
cares.
So can I ask a
Nobody
question?
cares.
You know what? I don't watch them.
Because this is
Look,
thing.
the Infinity
Superman-
Gauntlet.
Listen, but
Can
Superman,
I ask a dumb
Hold on,
question?
but Superman was white, but it was his. outfit.
Superman was Superman.
His outfit that made him.
I don't like
gave
them
him power.
Yeah.
Gave
And
him
Incredible
power.
Hulk was green.
Exactly. So it's like
No, Superman had the power without his costume too. Cause like, remember when he beat the guy up in the bar?
no, we talking about the cartoon.
You
Oh, I
talking about
don't
the
know.
car? That's
So dumb
that's
question. So
Superman
Black
Part
Panther is
2.
not something they just wrote. It's like something that's been.
No,
around.
it's actually Black Panther has been out there since the
Wow.
80s. Actually, the early 80s,
Oh,
late
wow.
70s.
So that's good, Hot Talk. I can't wait because you gotta give a full report when you go see it. So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Make sure
Oh.
you pay attention. And
Yeah,
stay
let me
woke.
tell you,
Well,
I'm wearing
report that
all
you
black
gonna see.
jeans. I got a Black
I'm gonna be
Panther
drunk
shirt.
because I'm not really into stuff like that. So I'm only going because I support black people. So that's the only reason why I'm going. I ain't gonna
me and
lie.
my girl got
real
me-
quick. Oh, go ahead.
Me and my girl got a Black Panther
You've been
shirt.
talking about this girl a lot lately.
Silent.
I'm impressed.
We got a Black Panther shirt. Me and my
Put
brother.
your girl out there, man.
Me and my
Where is
girl,
she at?
my
What's her
brother-
name?
Hold
What's
on.
her
Me and
name?
my girls, my brothers. We got a Black Panther shirt. The same one. It's gonna be like 10 of us going to the movie theater. We got a Black Panther shirt, a black jeans, boots, all of it.
Well, make sure you take pictures. Man, we can't wait to see that.
We going.
Yo,
Country sounds-
another real
Country
quick-
sounds like
Right.
legitimately excited about that.
Correlation between Black Panther, the superhero in the comic book, and
The Black Panther.
Yeah. T'Challa. Yeah.
Okay.
T'Challa is the correlation?
T'Challa is his name. Now Chadwick
Is the
Boseman-
correlation?
Yeah. It basically Black Panther, the comic, Marvel comic universe. He's an essential part of the Illuminati in the Marvel comic universe. Illuminati is basically a group of men who maintain and control the Infinity Stones. The reason why they control the vicinity zones is simply they separate it from, of course, and protect it from it falling into the wrong hands. Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, he has one Infinity Stone. Professor Xavier has one Infinity Stone. Tony Stark has an Infinity Stone. Doctor Strange has an Infinity Stone. And Black Panther has an Infinity Stone. Each of these gentlemen, of course.
What is an Infinity Stone?
All right. Nerd alert.
Right.
Nerd alert.
But let's move on. You born? No, good. I'm glad you. Good question, by the way.
Alert.
Yo, moving on real quick, because I'm not waiting to get to Mr. Terrell. Of course, last week we announced that Omarosa had a new job when she left, but now
She's pregnant now.
I don't know about that. But
What happened?
Omarosa is going. She's coming from the White House to go back to reality show. She's going to be the new cast member on the Big Brother. Can y'all believe that? How stupid!
No, I mean I heard
Why
that.
is that
yeah.
stupid?
She should not. How you go from the White House,
She
She
gotta
going
keep
back-
those checks coming in, man.
but then
Already in a reality show.
she? Oh yeah, that
In the
was
White
same.
House.
But I just think that it's just like a, it's putting people back a couple of years. So she coming from that. I
Hold
thought
up,
she
why
kind
do
of.
why do we
First
have
of all-
to claim everybody?
Well, I'm not claiming that.
Because Omarosa don't even ain't on our team. So
I mean, but even if she is on our team, we got different
she's not
players.
even on our team though. I mean,
But don't you
she's
think
She's-
that
I mean,
once you hit the
we
White
all on
House, she
our own
started
team.
out in reality. And then she went to the White House. She shouldn't have. Don't y'all think that that's just like a step back she's doing? Like,
Omarosa is.
But
an
she's
It's a job. It's
Omarosa-
collecting a check.
Omarosa, let's keep it real. To piggyback off what Dave said, yes, she's collecting a check.
Hey.
Let's let it go. But Omarosa's also, just keep it real, opportunist.
well, yeah, she
That's
is.
true.
But she will collect that check. Can't be mad at her for that.
But it must be serious out there because Genuine doing that thing over in Europe, that tells you.
well,
They need them
Omarosa's
checks.
going to make if she wins the Big Brother, she stays to the end. She's liable to make 500,000. But even for her showing up, she's walking out with
she
250,000.
made 190,000 being basically in the. Being
I thought it was 250,000 just being a cast member.
No, she
No,
made
at the
100.
White
She made 190,000 being at the White House.
That's
as
not
the-
a lot.
For 6 months.
For 6 months. That's 6
No,
months.
that was for a year.
Nah, I mean to be
Well,
honest,
almost a year.
She was there 10 months.
that's a lot for
Okay,
10. What
yeah.
I'm saying
But
is
she
that
got paid throughout
October,
the
right?
year.
Yeah,
For the
exactly.
year.
my
And
thing
she's
is
married to a minister, if I'm not mistaken, right?
that's a
No,
lot.
she's
That
not married.
she is married.
She had a
She's-
huge
she's
wedding
married.
at the White House. That's the whole big thing. She brought her whole staff at the White House, and everybody talking
That's a
about it.
lot. That's a
I mean,
lot.
she held her whole wedding party at the White House.
This is
That's
true.
a lot for a normal person like myself and you. But that's, I guess.
Why do y'all
charm
keep
is a
putting me
lot.
in the same level as y'all?
Because
I ain't
you
here.
are.
Hey, listen, man.
You are. I mean,
190,000 in 12 months. That's good money.
Right, that is.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying,
who you
but
are,
I'm
that's good
saying
money.
though, that's a lot for me and you.
That's good.
But
I
that
ain't
might
say it's
not-
a lot. It ain't really a lot.
That what I'm saying is
Shit,
that's
you already
good
make
for you.
100,000, man.
I don't make 100,000.
Tell the truth, man.
I
You
don't
do.
make. I'm broke. I
Tell
got.
the truth.
Four,
You
I got
Broke
4
because you live
kids.
beyond your
Investment and
means.
assets and all that.
But
I
you
got
make
4
six
kids.
figures.
I don't make 6 figures.
See,
ladies and
he can't
gentlemen.
even
I'm
lie
poor.
straight. Can't even lie
I
straight.
can't even afford lotion.
Wow, that
know?
is so true.
You know
Yo,
exactly. I
but
can't.
no,
even-
that's because you don't want to. Some people.
That's because you keep
Right, you
know,
don't. You keep your money to yourself. Like you just bought a TV. I'm impressed, man. You really good with your money.
Nah. I'm actually very
You
poor
really good with
people.
your money.
I don't
But
have money.
salute.
That
moment.
bus pass is
I don't
really
care what
working out
y'all
well
say,
for you.
Omarosa is always reinventing herself. So
I
I'm gonna
had to- I had-
give her a salute moment. Yo, when we come right back, we're gonna have the most innovating conversation.
I had to
we
go-
are a little tipsy, but it's gonna be great. Yo, it's time to get serious. Right now, bullying is really huge here, especially all over the internet. And this person is really gonna break it down. She has a great event coming up. I can't wait to talk to her about it. She's gonna be in your lounge, Miss Lisa Terrell. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR. We'll be right back.
All right.
Listen, vision, listen, vision. Seize #1 recording studio. Listen, vision.
Yo, here. Oh, welcome back to the WLVS Radio. You tune into the open bar. Salute. Of course, I was drinking today with no other than the Guam Punch. Y'all see how that lay? It don't look like good. Yo, made with our choice of mango flavored vodka, along with some sweet lime juice. You're shook up, and red wine. Definitely a great drink. Really smooth. Pick up on you. Yo, every segment is my favorite segment. I know I say that about every segment. This is my absolute favorite segment. Pastor, who you have in your lounge?
Well, tonight in the lounge we have Miss Lisa Terrell from Love Forward campaign.
That's correct.
All right. So you give her a hand clap, fellas. Just appreciate her welcome right into
Terrell smelling
Thank
all
you.
good with the pretty toes.
into the lounge tonight. She's being a good soldier up in here with all these guys.
You
see?
guys are hilarious.
I'ma
It's
tell you
time to
right
get
now.
serious.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
She said it's time to be serious.
She got a pretty set of,
She's trying to back us up off of her.
Looking good.
Yeah, your whole presentation today is
Exactly.
perfect, Ms. Terrell.
So-
I'm sorry.
Your presentation is perfect today.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I
She's on
appreciate
point
that.
tonight.
And think about it. I've been like this since 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness! and the locks are gorgeous too.
Thank you
We love
very
the
much.
natural. I love the natural woman. Most of us
Thank
love the
you.
natural women up in here.
Was that Shay?
That was shade with palm trees for you, yeah.
Yeah, definitely with you.
He likes the
No,
fake
I
hair
said
and all
I
that.
can appreciate a good weave in it.
Okay.
That's all.
You know what?
Anyway,
on
don't
another
change
note-
the subject. Keep on.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. We got
Exactly.
Lisa Terrell
Stay
Stay
here
focused, fellas.
tonight,
Stay focused.
and she's pumped up
Yes.
to talk about the anti-bullying campaign.
Yes.
That started as a small thing.
Yes.
But now has erupted into a blaze, right?
It has erupted into a blaze. We just kicked off the Love Forward campaign. Actually, I created that November 1st of 2017.
Okay, that was right a few months ago.
Yes. And we have skyrocketed. And now we're putting on this rally. It's an anti-bullying rally. It's going to
Okay.
be right here in our own Washington, D.C.
Where at?
At the Theodore Roosevelt High School. It's on 13th Street, 4301.
Okay.
13th Street Northwest.
At the high school. So now tell us about the dynamics of this anti-bullying. It's a rally, you calling it?
I call it a rally.
Okay. So what's going to happen at this event?
Well, we're going to have a meet and greet for a couple of hours. You're going to have some celebrities come through. We have a few of the athletic cheerleaders coming through. I don't know if I can say who they are. So we have some of the Washington Redskins cheerleaders coming in.
Okay.
And some of the Wizard girls coming through. And they're going to do
Okay.
some photo ops. And then we have some local celebrities that are going to come through and sign autographs. And we'll have vendors and entertainment. We're going to do an old school, new school DJ battle.
Okay.
And this is prior to the rally, the actual rally.
This is just breaking the ice.
This is just breaking
getting
it out, a
everybody's
meet
juices
and
flowing.
greet. Right, exactly.
Right. So everybody's getting to know each other. It's
Exactly.
social, getting the love in the air.
Exactly. Just setting it off.
Now, once the 2 hours are up and the DJs have battled and everything's
Yes.
going on, what's going to be the leading to the climax? What's going to happen then?
We're going to move over into the auditorium of the school. And let me tell you guys, this auditorium is better than Constitution Hall.
Really?
Like, yes.
Now, you're saying a little bit now.
I said, say again.
I said you're saying a little bit now.
I'm saying a whole lot of it.
All right.
No,
All
it's
right.
really, really a nice venue.
Okay.
I couldn't have
They did a
found-
good job with it.
Oh, yeah. They renovated it. I don't know how long ago, but it's been newly renovated, and it's phenomenal. And we're going to go in there.
So
and
when we stop talking and kicking in, we all go into the auditorium. What's gonna
that's
happen?
right. We're going to have some fabulous guest speakers. They're going to address the different genres of bullying.
Okay, so who you got lined up for us?
Have you guys heard of Stan Richards? I'm giving you
Anybody
a
Stan
shout out.
Richards?
Stan Richards is a very
I never
well
heard of Stan
known.
Richards, but let me know. Tell me about him.
Stan Richards is a very well-known motivational speaker in the area. He's known. He does
I do
ID
know Stan
Live.
Richards.
You know Stan
I
Richards.
remember him.
If anybody that had I'm doing this for anybody that had prepaid legal back in the day.
Exactly.
No.
That's who he
Stan
is.
Richards
That's
is the
who he
dude. Yes.
He's the guy.
He's that guy.
He's the guy that got a Bentley for doing that, man.
That's right. Yes, yes.
didn't
From Metro to Bentley. So
That's him.
he's our keynote speaker.
So I have heard of him.
Yes, and we have a student that's going to give a student perspective.
Okay.
We have a mom who's going to give a mom perspective. And get this, we actually have someone who was a former bully.
Oh, wow.
They're gonna
He's
talk
going
about
to
it.
give his reason why, because you got to understand, you guys, there's a reason why people
There's a
bully.
mindset. Sure, it is. Of course, it is.
It's a reason.
Tell me this: you have any musical artists going to be there? You know, we love music.
I do.
We always want to dance and be shaking.
And listen, I am busting at the seams because I want to share everything, but I can't just
You
yet
can't let it out
because
yet?
everything has been verbal agreements.
Not confirmed.
So after this week, I'll be able to blast it. When I tell you guys, y'all gonna be shocked.
All right. Look at
Yes.
this now. So is there a website that people can go to and get all the same information?
Yes, you can find us on the Love Forward campaign on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay.
You have to register because we're trying to keep a head count. The tickets are free to the event.
Okay.
It's open to the public.
Free tickets.
Free tickets.
And say the website again so everybody gets it.
It's it's the Love Forward campaign, and it's on Facebook and
That's all straight words, right?
yep, the Love Forward. Love Forward is one word.
Okay.
Campaign.
Campaign.
That's right.
.com.
No, it's just Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're
Okay.
brand new.
Just Facebook. Okay.
I need a web designer
Okay, so Love Forward campaign on Facebook.
on Facebook and on
Instagram.
on Twitter.
Twitter.
It's Love Forward.
All right. Okay.
Yep.
So Love Forward campaign on Facebook. You can go to get all the information.
You
It's going to
can.
be there. The tickets are
The
free.
tickets are
You're
free.
going to have music, any
Food. Yes, we'll have vendors.
A lot of people love food. Some chicken.
Yes, we're gonna have great vendors there. People selling food, their merchandise, and so forth. Community organizations.
Okay.
Some local pep bands and cheerleaders. So it's gonna be a great event, and
All right.
I wish everyone would come out.
Are you still having space for other vendors who want to be a part of it?
Yes, I do still need vendors and sponsors.
Are you charging the vendors?
Yes, there is
Okay,
a
so
fee.
They'll find it when they call the number, right?
When they log in and they want to send information or ask me to send information to them, they will get information
Oh,
regarding
okay.
a vendor.
Excellent,
Yes.
excellent.
I got a barbecue
So-
dude that'll set it
So
off.
now let's get down, Ms. Terrell, down to the nitty gritty because I can
Okay.
tell you excited to talk about
I am.
bullying.
You guys,
She really wants to talk about bullying. So let's get into that. What are the first things that come to your mind when you want to talk about bullying? What's the first? I mean, the thing that makes you most passionate about this whole anti-bullying campaign. What is it that jumps on you and makes you want to do the work?
My zest for this is really from the fact that a lot of this is being ignored. We're losing our young people. I know
Okay.
you guys have heard about the recent death at Ballou and the young lady at Seed. The school.
That school, yeah.
Yes.
16-year-old, yeah.
I think she
Star.
was
Her
12.
name was Star.
12 years
That's
old.
even worse. The issues behind this is that I feel as though it's not being addressed ahead of time. So one of our hashtags that we use during this whole campaign for anti-bullying is prevention, not apologies. There's way too many apologies. 3.2 million children from adolescent to high school are committing suicide across the nation.
How many? Say the number again.
3.2 million.
Those are facts.
Those are
statistics.
facts by the National Education Association.
And,
Okay.
and this is due to bullying.
This is due to bullying. Bullying.
Now, bullying has always been around.
Always.
Always been around. So
Yes.
why do you think it's so prevalent now?
You know what? And I hate to say this, but social media. I think there are a lot of cyberbullying
Made
that
a lot of
happens,
bullies,
and it
right.
made a lot of bullies.
Can I?
Yes. I feel like I'm in a classroom.
No. This is something, and I'm not gonna profess to being some type of expert. But
Okay.
this is something I saw coming like down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when I was coming through school, and I'm sure some of these guys coming to school, you had a problem with somebody, you get into a schoolyard brawl, whatever, you get
Right.
in school suspension, slapped on the wrist, you go home. They around a certain, it seemed like in their mid to late 90s, they criminalized it. Whenever you got into a fight, they slapped the cuffs on you. They took away any power to fight back. Because when I was coming up, my mother used to tell me all the time, somebody mess with you, you fight, they whoop their ass. And it's funny because I went upside it's funny because I only had one bully, and it was second grade. And I went upside his head with a big ass log, and it turned out to be my cousin. But that's another story. Country shit. When you kin to everybody in the town, you don't know it.
All right.
Yeah.
So
But my thing is like it seemed like they gradually over time they took away the power to fight back, and anytime you got into a fight, they criminalized.
yeah,
it,
that's a great observation. Actually, what do you think about that?
and so kids are afraid to fight
That's
back
right.
because it's like if I fight, I'm gonna get a felony,
Exactly.
and I can't fight back because
A misdemeanor.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's they have retaliation rules in schools. I had a girlfriend recently whose daughter was risking being suspended because she retaliated against a bully who kept picking on her for days. She kept telling him, stop, leave me alone, stop, leave me alone. And finally, she fought back. But the school went after her. So some of these children are afraid to say anything or do anything
Right.
because of the retaliation, as opposed to the teachers, the administrators, and whomever else being aware of what's going on and dealing with that bully.
All right, so you said something I think that's really important, and that is that a lot of it's being ignored, right?
Yeah.
What is it that we need to do to get teachers to wake up? It's like they don't wake up and get serious about it until after somebody's already hurt.
That's exactly. Apologies. Right.
Exactly. So what is it that you think needs to happen to get everybody out of that sleep?
Let me just say this, and my children will tell you, they're all adults now. I was a very hands-on parent in school, and I was always at the school. I was very involved, and I think there's not enough parent involvement. I think once they've taken out all these after-school, removed all the after-school activities, unless you play sports or you're a cheerleader,
Yeah,
what
it's not-
else is
it's
there
not-
for
it's
them
not-
to do?
Or go to an art school. It's
Or
very hard.
yeah, I mean, you really
Well,
don't
they have
anything.
chess club.
I was in the chess club and I played baseball
I-
and football.
And where did that get you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm
But-
just
but you know
joking.
what?
It got them to the open bar.
I'm joking. I'm
That's
joking.
horrible.
Listen.
That's he
If I had to go back
bullying.
and decide for my son, instead of him playing sports, become playing chess or tennis or something else, I would have chose that because there's far too many medical expenses behind that part of
I
it.
mean,
That's
Ron,
true.
And
Hot Ron marched in the band and
I
played
sure
the
did.
piano.
Saxophone. I played the saxophone.
Let's follow her thought though.
Yeah.
You know, with that parents not being involved. You know, does society give any room for you to really be involved with your kids? Like, do you have the
Not
time,
necessarily because
space,
you're
or
not
money?
working. You're not working an 8-hour day anymore, right?
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, it depends on what age your kids are and what area your kids are in this area. Because schools go to school at different times,
Right.
from elementary to high school. You know, it used to be that high school went to school first and elementary school went to school last.
Right.
So, you know, you probably can have an older sibling watch after another, right?
Yeah. Right.
But now you don't have that in place.
You're
And
right.
the sad thing is, another thing is, there's so many single parent households, and these single parents gotta work twice
work
to raise
2 jobs.
I mean, work 2 jobs
To raise one
to
child.
raise
Right.
one child.
Absolutely.
You know? So and then a lot of times the mother, she can't be at home. She gotta work.
Which
So-
is another point to the whole. You know, jobs will give what they call a cost of living increase, but that's really just to pay some more rent. That's
Come
not the cost of providing your child
Child
access
care,
to a trip.
You wasn't getting paid
Oh.
enough already in the first place.
Exactly.
Right.
You was only getting paid enough to come back to work the next week because you need to get paid again.
Right.
I'm telling
Absolutely.
you right now, I don't
So
get
so
paid
so
enough.
so isn't that some part of the answer though? I guess trying to get some systemic shifts with, you know, like there's a big movement now for women to be allowed in major companies to
Right.
be allowed to be off when they have their children,
Yes,
newborns,
like up
right?
to a year now.
So that's like a movement. It shouldn't be a movement to say, no, you need to have room to deal with your kids. Like if you say you have a problem with your kids, I guess people would abuse this, right? If jobs were more lenient about you saying, look, my son is not doing a good X, Y, so I need to get off an hour early.
Right.
People
But
probably would
you
abuse
know
it.
what? They do allow it for women more than they do for men.
They will. They do allow it more, but let me tell you, I've had friends even in my current job where their jobs have been in jeopardy because they have small children and they have to juggle 3 kids.
Right.
You know, 3 kids get chicken pox back to back. You know,
No.
that could be 3 weeks.
Well,
They're
see,
out of work.
they actually can't get rid of you.
No, they don't get rid of you for those reasons, but
But
they
they just
say
don't
you're
give
not
you a
being
raise.
productive.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say you're not being
So
productive.
she's right. So basically,
They're not gonna
they
say
find
that.
another way to X you out. But I've seen some
Yeah.
jobs be very cold
But
blooded.
you,
Like
but you got to think about it. If they knew how to do it, they use the FML Act, Family Medical.
But
Leave
that
Act.
doesn't apply to only applies to long-term illnesses. It doesn't apply to a child who has the flu.
exactly. And you're the single parent, and you
And
have
you don't
to take
have
off.
anybody.
You have nobody. And it's crazy because I've seen job employers. I was in HR, of course, for a couple of years, but I've seen employers be really cold blooded. They are like a prospect. They'll like a person, right? And find out they have kids and be like, well,
Yeah.
That's why
and it makes them sad.
They're not
They're
even supposed to
sad.
ask you those questions, and you're not even supposed to. If you are to interview,
But how do you not answer it?
You don't have to. You don't have to say that you have any kids.
It also depends.
You don't
on
have
the
to bring up your family.
It also-
family nature.
It also depends
But if
on
they
the type.
you said they're not supposed to ask you?
They're
They're
not
not
supposed to ask you.
They're
By
not
law.
by
By
law.
law,
they're
they're
not
not
supposed to
you.
ask you because it's a seen as discrimination.
Yep.
However, there are some companies that
They do.
It depends on the company that you
A
work
lot of
for
companies
that
will.
make certain
don't wanna
exceptions
deal
for
with
people
it.
that have
So,
children.
Because of what she said, they don't want to deal with you saying something's wrong with Bobby this week, and next week something
Right.
is wrong
So
And
with
it's
Trina.
hard.
Are we saying that bullying is somehow connected to parents not having enough time with their kids?
Yeah,
or being-
well, yeah,
Well,
all parents because
Let me just say this. I think bullying, and I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I really think that bullying, you know how they used to say when the big epidemic was, say no to drugs, the say no to drugs campaign in schools.
right, just say no.
Just say no. Yeah, that's it. And they would tell you there are
Nancy
signs.
Reagan.
They would say there were signs that you should look for. I was close enough to my kids, all of 4 of them, when they were at that adolescent.
You got 4
time.
You
children.
got 4 kids.
Good Grandma,
Come on, tell the
now.
truth up in here.
You built
Okay,
Ford,
won't do
honey.
it.
You built Ford tough. Ford tough.
But listen, what I'm
I seen
saying
them
is, I observed them enough. I have no more drinks for him. I observed them enough to know when something was wrong. So
Absolutely.
if we spent a lot of time together. So if they became withdrawn,
Right.
not wanting to hang out, don't want to talk or have conversation with me,
you could sense it.
sense that. And I think as parents, we have to pay attention. It's so easy to put them in front of, as long as they have a cell phone, a computer, laptop, video games, food in the house, they're good.
Just here's a pushback for you because I think I hear what you're saying, right? So, in your anti-bullying campaign, is there any compassion for the bully?
In determining the root of it, yes. The why. That's one of the things, like I said,
Right,
one of
right.
our
'Cause
speakers.
they're like that
There's
for a
a
reason.
why. There's a reason why we do everything.
But you notice how reluctant she was? You kind of reluctant on that. You don't care about the bully. You're
No,
like,
no. I do, because you know what? I feel like redemption has no discrimination. So I
Right.
feel like if I know that my child is being bullied by someone, my first
which
instinct,
is a very scary thing.
it is, because what's the level of bullying?
Can I ask a question? When
Yes.
you said
Yes, you did.
when you said you've had former bullies give, 10
No,
years
she got one
seminars,
former bully.
One
Well, I have
former
one that's
bully.
going
You got
to
one
speak,
bully, yeah.
but I
So
have had
what?
come in
So
contact with
what
others.
was his or her reasoning for bullying?
I don't think
That's
she-
what we're going to find
Right,
out.
they haven't
That's the
spoke yet,
whole
bro.
cliff.
Yeah,
here.
that's why you got to come to the
You got to come to
anti-rally
the rally.
campaign.
You want to know why bullies bully?
Here's the better question, Dave.
Come to the rally.
How'd you stop being a bully?
I never was a bully.
Did he call you out? Did he call you out?
What'd you call-
I've never been a bully.
Was anybody ever
why,
bullied?
well, hold on.
I
Why
was
is Hot
bullied.
Ron like shaking his head like, yeah?
I was
yeah.
bullied.
Hey, I think everybody has.
He has a twin. He shouldn't have been
I
bullied.
bet everybody.
You was a bully?
I was bullied.
she was
Oh,
bullied.
you was bullied?
Yeah.
I would never say I was a bully. I was more of a
Instigator.
instigator.
Yeah, he
I
was.
can
You're
see
still- you're
that,
still an
yeah.
instigator.
Put the drink in
He,
front
he's
of you.
he's still an instigator.
Still an instigator.
I remember-
was.
I remember-
You act like this past tense.
I remember times in school I'd be like, yo, you gonna let that boy talk to you like that? And next thing they be
It's
fighting, be
that
like,
one.
I'd be like, oops.
Yeah. See, I always thought I was going to run for public office one day. So
the thing about
you
it
never thought
is,
about it.
I think that a lot of kids don't get a chance to stand up for themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
that's what we were talking about.
that's
That
what I'm saying earlier.
retaliation. They have zero tolerance for
They've-
retaliation in
They've
schools now.
criminalized.
What do
it
you
to the
mean? If
point-
somebody bullies
they-
you got to go tell, and you,
You
can't.
have to tell.
Well, that's the thing. That's what
You
I'm
aren't
saying.
allowed to
earlier.
fight back.
That's what I'm saying earlier. They've criminalized any form of reaction. If you was to like go
Who
at your
criminalized?
bully or attack your bully, they criminalize it.
Right.
You
Hey,
get into
so-
a fight, we're
Well, I-
taking you to county jail. You're going to get slapped with a misdemeanor, which at 16 you're like, holy shit, a misdemeanor. You
Right.
thinking this is going to end your
But
life?
you know, this doesn't only happen in the on the school level.
No, it does
It also
not.
happened to collegiate level. 'Cause my daughter has just been a victim of it, and we had to
Oh,
move
yeah.
her. We had to move her to another dorm. Actually,
Really?
Your daughter has been bullied.
she was bullied to a certain extent. I mean, my
Yeah.
daughter's no sucker.
Hold up.
No, hold on. No, this is serious. This is serious because she's not. My daughter's not a sucker. Don't put it this way. She will fight, but what I'm saying is, she they were doing things like trying to spread rumors about like certain other things. It wasn't maybe a physical bullying,
and that hurt.
but it was other things like they
I was about
were
to
they
say.
were completely jealous of her, like because like her roommate at the time last semester was extremely jealous of her for some reason. And you know, my daughter's a really beautiful daughter. She looks a young lady.
She's a beautiful daughter.
She's a beautiful young lady. She looks just like her father.
Oh.
And so her little her
I feel
roommate,
sorry for you,
her
Jay.
roommate was a little jealous. Her roommate was a little on the not so blessed side.
That's why I believe in roots.
So she tried. My daughter said she was spreading rumors as if like telling people that she wears the same underwear and all this stuff. I'm like, no,
That's bullying.
and it was bullying. And my daughter was really upset, and her grades kind of reflected upon it. At least that's what
Because
she told
it's
me.
no more of that whole notion, sticks and stone may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. These children are
Why
taking
is
their
that?
life. I
Why
mean,
is
think
that?
about it. You remember Megan Myers?
That's not a true
No,
statement.
That's okay. Well, this was a young lady in college who took her life over
Yes.
being cyberbullied.
Cyberbullying. I remember that story.
This wasn't even happening in person. This was stuff being spread about her in college, and it devastated her to enough that she took her life.
Well, here's the thing. I think that you can just come and stop it if it's not. Oh, okay. I think
Technology.
me and Dave always have this conversation on a lot of different topics, and it's not to be insensitive, but
Two bullies at their best.
But there's a level of American society that's becoming very, very soft, overly sensitive. Overly sensitive, which is not to take away from bullying because bullying is still wrong. But I guess it's to the whole point that the bullying has always been around. But I think your counterpoint to that is very powerful, and that is social media has created 10 times the amount of bullies because people feel more empowered online to say stuff and to kind of be off. But I guess my thing is this.
My thing about with social media would be this is it's easy just to turn off that website, not go to that website, not know what's going on.
Or Dave, or shouldn't it cancel itself out because there's a lot of empowerment and encouragement on social media too. So it's like you should glean from that and become a little bit stronger, because for every group that doesn't want you, there's a group that actually wants you.
Exactly.
Also,
And
Look
so
at all
what
the
Dave,
videos.
and what Dave was not realizing is that even though the bullying part is the followers that's reading that stuff and believing that stuff and edging that stuff on. That's what it was making the kids
instigators.
upset.
I mean, let's
Like
let's
myself.
think about it like this, fellas.
The Rons.
If you post an inspirational video on Facebook, you get 2 likes.
This is true.
If you post a fight video,
Yep.
you go viral.
You get 2,000 likes.
It's twisted. I mean, that whole notion of being
So, yeah,
super sensitive
we have to- yeah.
or not there's a line.
You're absolutely right. I think that's like a great point because
That is true.
that which leads us to a whole nother kind of conversation. But we only got a minute. I want you to tell us though, what do you want everybody to get out of the anti-bullying campaign? What do you want?
I want
ultimately.
I want people to come and be able to take steps to prevent this from happening. Prevention. That's what we are encouraging, some form of prevention.
Okay.
And hopefully with our expert panel that comes, we can implement this into the school system across the nation. We want kindness curriculums.
Okay.
We want anti-bullying zones.
I was going to say, I hope you push for like a holistic approach to it.
Oh, yes.
So that it covers the bases because I think it does involve some parents. It does
It
involve
does.
the kids being informed.
does.
And I had an idea years ago. I don't know if anybody does this anymore. You had the Boy Scouts. You had Positive Black Men of America. You had some groups that was trying to take young people and empower them and teach them
Right.
how to be strong and stuff like that. Are those groups still around?
No.
They still around.
Boy Scouts
but
still around.
Boy Scouts.
I mean, but the Boy
But
Scouts
now-
are becoming the Boy and Girl
And
Scouts.
Yeah.
Girl Scout, I know.
Everything is being
But see, I
transgendered.
think that was a rumor though. That wasn't the truth.
Nah,
I think
that is
the
true.
Boy
No, it's
Scout.
true.
No,
It's
the
true.
Girl Scouts just would get the Eagle badge.
No,
now.
the girls are becoming Boy Scouts now.
They get the Eagle
They
badge.
have that
Oh
right.
no! I'm sorry. No, they're letting boys be Boy Scouts, but they can be gay.
y'all, we going on
It's-
to
yeah.
a very
Let me just
sensitive
say
part
this.
of the conversation.
No, that's a central place for
that's-
bullying.
That,
I mean,
that comes part of bullying too.
right there, you got guys who are gay who are in the Boy Scouts, and the Boy Scouts who are there bully them. So I mean, you can't fight for bullying on one hand. You got to fight for it all the way around.
That's
of course.
true.
I'm also say this is also social conditioning, the fact that we're now in a society that stresses that you have to fit in with this crowd
Exactly.
or that crowd.
It's a lot of peer
that
pressure.
right there is a pressure in itself that opens the door to all type of bullying.
Yeah.
Bullying. If you don't buy the right type of shoes, or if you don't wear the right type of lotion or deodorant,
Right.
you know,
But
you know.
I'm just saying.
So you've been subjected to this because of the lotion?
I just don't
No,
like
I'm
it.
just saying.
I mean,
I'm
think
just
about
saying.
it. Let me just say this on a serious note. The young man at Baloo lost his life because he wouldn't let someone use his cell phone.
Yes, that
Come
was
on
crazy.
now.
Hey, well, you know, this is the thing. I don't even know if you have to do anything wrong. There was the guy,
don't.
the young man at Maryland University who was just had graduated from military school. He was like a sergeant or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, he was supposed to go to his graduation. Or
Yeah,
something,
and he got killed at the bus stop right there. So, yeah, it's a lot of stuff out here. But I think a holistic approach is going to be an amazing thing.
Yeah.
I like a kindness curriculum.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's going to look like, but
Oh.
So-
that's going to be pretty fly.
That's right.
You
and
know-
listen,
What
and
is
you
a
got
holistic approach? What do you mean by that, if you mind me
When I
asking?
say a holistic, meaning that something that gives an assignment to the parents, an assignment to the kids, some help for the bully, some
Yes.
warning signs to watch out for, some kind of action plan for kids who feel like they're being bullied.
exactly.
It covers all the bases as much as possible.
The best way to deal with a bully, go to YouTube, look up True Detective, type in bullying Ray Velcro.
What?
He goes.
Hold on, go back and say what?
Ray Velcro.
Oh, I've seen him.
He
This
beats
is
the
guy.
He beats the shit
Oh,
out of his
I've
son's
seen that.
bully.
Trust me, I've seen a lot.
That's
done a
the
lot
way
of
to
research.
deal with bullying.
Yes.
But you know what? And-
He puts on a pair of brass knuckles.
bad.
He goes after
Wow.
the bully's dad that stole his son's shoes, and he basically beats him to damn near within an inch of his life.
Wow, that's
Wow.
not
And
the best
basically,
way.
he
You-
pretty much
That's
says
a
to
bit
the bully,
extreme.
That's a little
"No, that's
extreme.
how you deal with a bully."
But you know what? But
Because
the
I'm gonna tell you
sad,
right
the
now,
sad, the-
I'm coming after your parent. I mean, if you,
Right,
I don't
smack
have
your
He
mom.
beat
kids.
his parent up.
But the sad thing is, I saw a
But
video
you know
on
what? The
YouTube.
parents
I saw-
don't know that their
but I
child
saw
is like that
a video on
That's why I'm
YouTube.
coming after their
I
parent.
just recently saw a video
You
on
will
YouTube.
know.
Hold on,
Ron, you just recently saw a video.
a video on YouTube where the mother went, her daughter was being bullied, and she went to actually approach those girls that were bullying him,
And they beat her.
unfortunately they jumped her.
They
It
jumped
was
the mother,
pretty
right?
sad.
They jumped the mark.
They jumped the
me-
mother. They
Yes.
beat the mother.
Sharkeisha, no.
That happens a couple times.
Kicker.
But listen,
Couple times a year.
you guys, I wish I could show you the messages I get daily, phone calls, texts, inboxes from stories
And it's
about.
not just from me, right?
No, Ron, not from you, but from parents who are concerned because their children are being bullied. And they have gone to the administration. One of the young ladies that I'm honoring at the event, we are giving away 4 No Bullying Hero Awards. And one of the young ladies, they're actually now still dealing with litigation concerning her case because this young man broke her nose.
Oh no!
And they won't remove this young man from the school.
Wow.
Now, do you what?
Whoop his
He
ass.
got friends in high
What?
places.
Whoop hit. No, seriously. There's one way to deal with that. Whoop his ass
Country,
within an inch of his
These
life.
these comments
See, in the in
are
South
not the
Carolina-
views of Open Bar
South
Radio.
Carolina-
Down south.
In South Carolina, we would square that little motherfucker up on the outskirts, especially for
On the
people-
outskirts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
On that
You
dirt
ain't-
road.
On that dirt road.
All right, so-
because you ain't gonna get caught. Because one, you should
I
not
want
be
to-
breaking the nose of a young lady. First of all, we will whoop your ass.
Chitty, tell me, did you enjoy the conversation today with Miss Linda Terrell?
I'm sorry, Miss
Lisa.
Lisa Terrell.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry,
Oh,
Miss
he
Linda.
like I've been drinking, right?
No, because that bothers me.
And I agree.
You know,
I agree.
All
I
right.
don't know how I would have
Here
done.
we go.
No,
Defend Special Forces motto.
All right, Dave gonna have a final comment before we go to commercial.
Whoop his narrow ass
Yeah.
and beat and pour salt on his fucking.
But these not the views of the Open Bar.
These are
Exactly.
The views of Oak Creek.
Exactly. You have any
Dave.
children? You have
No.
children?
No,
No, he got a handicapper sticker on his balls.
Oh,
but I'm just
goodness.
saying,
First of all,
And that
That's
is
horrible.
it. That's it. Okay, what?
the funny.
No,
the,
no. my
Dave,
thing
no,
is
Dave,
this.
Dave had a comment. We go.
I just want to get
Hold
this
on,
out there.
country.
Now, what constitutes you as a bully? Because see, somebody who just said something to somebody, they may be considered a bully.
Come
but they
on,
really just not
Dave.
they're
Dave.
just not coming at. They may just be coming at one person, not going at everybody. I think that for you to be
They usually
considered
pick a
bully-
victim.
For you, I'm saying, for you to be considered a bully, you're usually coming at multiple people.
Not
instead of just
necessarily.
one.
No,
Not
I
necessarily. You
think- I
find
think-
that one weak person, and I hate to use that word, but normally a bully will find that one person they know they can pick on. They know they can go to. I mean, you've seen movies, and I hate to preface it like that, but you've seen it, and you've seen it's that one bully that goes to that one kid and knocks his books out of his hands, knocks his lunch out of his
But then that bully usually gets beat up.
And
by that one
yes,
kid.
that's usually-
to your
Proverbs
the heart of your-
31:8. Proverbs
okay, hold on.
31:8. Defend those who can't defend
Okay.
themselves. That means people need to stand up and whoop that bully's ass with authority.
Yes,
Pour
sir.
salt on his
Y'all
wound
done made him
and
mad.
You're right.
And
You're right.
burn a black candle
Dave,
to put a
but
root on
at
his soul.
the heart of your question though is, I think what qualifies something as bullying is whenever your motive or your end game is to intimidate.
Yes.
So you're trying to intimidate a person, you know what I'm saying? When you're trying to make them feel as though they're powerless, take their power from them, you're bullying at that point.
Yes.
No matter whether it's in a relationship with a female or a male,
Yes.
your parents to a
The
child.
pastor, the church.
If you're anytime you're using intimidating tactics,
So
you're bullying.
I'm just gonna put it at this way then, right? When you're playing sports, right? Especially basketball, right?
Okay.
Or football too. You're 9 times out of 10. If you feel like you can overpower your opponent, right? You're talking junk to them. Are you considered to be a bully, or
No.
are you considered? Because that was just your definition.
Yes.
like how you
No.
said it.
No. Listen, I think
And you intimidating them.
the only thing that's different is, I'm sorry if you want. The only thing I think that makes it different is if you're in a competitive scenario, right? So we're competing against each other.
You're
That's
competing
different.
as a child, you know.
No, but I'm saying, but you're competing though.
In life.
But when the game is over, and after the game, you're still intimidating me. You're bullying.
You're a
Yes.
bully.
During the
You're
game,
right.
you're not bullying. You're
No.
doing your job.
Yeah.
You know?
If we meet
That's
we meet at the dance afterwards, and you still like talking trash, like the game over.
Wow.
Right.
I'm being real
You
with
just gotta put that in there.
Then you're being a
all the time.
loser. No, I'm
Miss
just
Put
kidding.
that in perspective, because I
Miss
mean,
Terrell, we are so glad you came today. You
I
really
am
gave us
Miss
so
a
Lisa
glad.
Terrell, y'all. Come on, clap your hands. Give it
I'm
up
so
for
glad
her.
You
to
did a
be
great
here.
job.
Thank
And then,
you.
again, your presentation is just put together. You need to stand
Well,
up.
thank
Let
you, Ron.
everybody
You knew
see
me
that.
back when, right?
Right.
Terrell,
So tell everybody where they can again the Facebook
Okay,
and all
again,
that.
we're on Love Forward Campaign on Facebook, and we're on Love Forward on Twitter. You can email me at loveforwardcampaign@gmail.com. We need vendors, sponsors. We have lots of volunteers, but I will accept more.
She's gorgeous.
And we are definitely
And when is your
wanting the. I'm sorry.
When is your
It is
event?
March 11th. From 12 to 4 p.m. You guys definitely, I need you guys to come.
We're there.
Okay.
We're there.
Yeah.
We're there. I told you that. I told you I was
Please
there.
come.
Make
You
sure
know-
hang around for the rest of the show.
I will.
Right.
I will.
Because
I will.
coming up is our love, sex, and relationship, and you gotta.
I need to sit and listen. Ladies, I'm going to get all the inside scoop. Don't tell them.
You gonna tell it all?
I'm going to tell it all.
Yo, Lisa Terrell, everybody.
All right. Thank you.
Yo, when we come right back, we'll be right. Oh, we come right back with love, sex, and relationships. Give us a call at 202-656-1BAR.
DC's #1 recording studio. Listen, vision, listen, vision.
Yo, welcome back to WLVS Radio. You're tuned into the open bar.
Salute.
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 Of course, we're here sipping on the Guam Punch made with our choice of
Mango vodka.
mango vodka,
Lime
lime juice, sweet lime, along with some sweet red wine. Definitely a great drink. Really smooth. Definitely great.
Yeah, it's got a great look to it too.
Great look, yeah. So we had my favorite part of the show, of course.
You said that about everything.
I just love the show, man. I love you guys. I'm just kidding. But anyway, love, sex, and relationship. The love guru himself was in the building. The best, the bookseller,
Salute.
doing his thing. What's going on? What are we gonna talk about today, Pastor?
I got two things I actually want to talk about, but let's talk about why do we cheat?
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Lisa, you all right?
Huh?
You all right?
Yeah.
This the good stuff right
I
here.
got passes on them.
Why do
we cheat?
Why do we as men?
Take a taste.
Basically,
Is it
because
men or just men?
I'm
or
asking,
men and
I'm
women?
asking us because we guys, but we can
'Cause we can't
get,
ask
we
women
can we
because
can
we're
get
not women.
but we can get into why women may cheat if maybe Lisa wants to be honest with us today.
Always.
But we gotta try to be honest though. But why do we cheat? Like think about it. Have you ever? I lost a relationship
For
cheating, right?
Ooh.
And I really liked that girl, right? I was really, really, really into the girl, but I cheated. She found out. She asked me, and I admitted it, right? I was very young. And I admitted it.
I'm the baby pappy.
Hold on. But I promise you that's why I could tell a story and tell people and say, this is why a person wouldn't tell the truth, right? Because you tell the truth, it's like, what does the truth get you?
That's true.
Your respect? Because it doesn't keep my relationship. I'm not encouraging you to tell a lie, but I'm saying if I tell the truth, you overreact, you don't give me a shot, you break it off, you don't want to talk to me anymore. Okay, so
I'm
I mean,
confused. Are you
so
saying
to
tell the
answer-
truth or don't?
No, he's just
Don't-
asking why are you cheating in the first place?
So to answer your question, I think a lot of it has to do with circumstances.
why do we cheat?
Circumstances. What is your emotional state at the time? What is your situation at the time? Whatever case it may be, opportunity. Your sense of self. You know what I say? Your sense of self-discipline. That has a lot to do with it, and I say that because, you gotta, for everybody here has been in you may not have been married, but have been in a relationship at least once. You have to have a sense of self-discipline in yourself, when you step out.
Okay,
That's
so
just my opinion.
let me push back a little bit on that, and do we move into hear the rest of you guys? And that is, I don't think it's self-discipline because I think
I'm just giving reasons, though. I'm just giving
Oh no!
potential reasons.
I'm just saying, as a general, I think what you said is a common answer.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, just generally speaking, I don't think it's because there's a discipline problem that we cheat.
That's true.
Even though a lot of people look on the surface, it feels like it. But just because it feels like it doesn't mean why do you think we cheat?
But you know what? A lot of people, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but you can accidentally cheat with somebody. I can tell you, I'm a prime example. I know that can happen. You've been drinking, you've been partying. You didn't mean
I've been drinking.
You didn't mean to sleep with this person, and it just happened. It really just happened. Then after you did it, you're like, oh my God, what did I do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
after you happen, you just go with
self-discipline.
Jesus and be like, well, if you already did it, you might as well just keep doing it because it's already done now. So you just.
But that was one of my cheating situations, and I confessed, and I was like, oh,
It was one time, Ron?
Okay, it was 2 or 3 times, but I'm just saying if we, but I do confess, like I'm a really bad liar.
It's funny. I worked with a guy. I mean, I'm gonna keep this short.
You don't know how to keep shit short.
Exactly.
His let me tell you, he was. This is how he was caught cheating. He basically the girl he's cheating with took his pants, so he's riding around in his drawers and his t-shirt in a skinny ass, tight ass white beater, as he put it. He got stopped. And he got stopped by Capitol Police.
Okay.
And his girl's mom was Capitol Police. So basically, he had been drinking. So he had to. He had to wrap
So
a
when he
shirt.
got arrested,
He had to wrap a shirt around his
so her mom saw him at the police station. and got arrested,
she
and he had no pants on.
He didn't have no pants.
She
on.
heard
His
the story.
Mother just happened.
She saw the report.
Yeah, his girl's mother happened to stop him So he's riding around in his drawers and the tank top.
That sounds too good to be true. She must have been following him.
I guess we had to
when
be
he
there.
told me this, it had me
Yeah.
dying.
Wasn't that funny?
I guess we had to be there.
So he
go
got
ahead.
started. He had to take a sobriety test with a doggone cold
I know.
sweater around.
I think he
his
lied
bottom.
to you. That story
We got
sounds
the
stupid.
point.
Nah, if you know this guy,
Why do we cheat, though,
he's
Dave?
telling
Why
me.
do
The
you
reason
cheat,
why we cheat, because opportunity knocks.
That's what I
opportunity.
said.
I said
Accidents
that.
really can happen.
No, it's not an accident. The opportunity knocks. The people
This is the thing.
allow it to happen.
Okay.
And
Self-discipline.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not.
know.
It's not about self-discipline because everything that comes to you doesn't mean it has to. That both.
But at the
parties
same
have to
breath, you're
part
saying
about-
opportunity knocks.
Thank you. Your opportunity knocks.
Okay.
So when
you
opportunity
just
knocks,
take
you
it.
answer the door, right?
No, not necessarily.
And not necessarily. So
You just said every opportunity is not a good opportunity, right?
I didn't say every opportunity. You don't knock on every opportunity, but the opportunity knocks and you like the opportunity.
You answer.
Yeah. But my thing is this: if you're gonna cheat, right, it better be better than what you got. So if you lose
Say
something,
that.
then you're not mad
All
about
right, but I
it.
also think that's kind of a lame philosophy.
Yeah, I agree.
because it
Some
says,
can
it says
be
so
lo-
many things about the person. It's like, first of all,
I'm not saying you're gonna be with that person you cheat now. You cheat
I know,
as well.
but what I am saying is that it says a lot about you because it says, how do you find somebody better than what you have? It's like you because you say,
Because you-
hold on, you say to yourself, yeah, I'll cheat with her because if I lose her fooling with her, at least I won't come up short. But she's not her, and why are you with her in the first place?
Better-
See,
be-
if
and-
you're with somebody, you got to either be with them because you actually want to be there, or
Well,
And
nine
my
times out
question
of
would
10
be,
nine times
better-
out of 10,
hold on, better
most
what-
people-
what's
most
going
people-
on?
nine
Better
times
in
out-
what capacity?
No, listen.
I mean, looking good or sex?
No,
But
no.
how do you- but
you
every
gotta
guy that cheats
understand
with you
something.
doesn't even want to be with you,
You gotta understand something though,
right?
When you cheat, 9 times out of 10, when people cheat, they're cheating with somebody that they go to gym with, that they work with, that they probably go to church
Okay.
with.
No.
That's true.
It's
That's true.
It's people that they already know. They're
Right.
not gonna
Yeah.
just meet somebody on the street and start cheating with them.
See,
It's
and you
usually
know-
Well,
somebody
one night stands
that
happen
know-
all the time.
They usually have an inside game with that person, so they got a more of an emotional connection with
And you
that
know what?
person.
I'm about to get in trouble again because I think that, and I'm gonna say the reason why I probably think a lot of women cheat with me or cheat in general is because
Because you listen. Because you entertain their
I'm gonna say
bullshit.
this because
He
a lot
doesn't
of
treat
times-
me a certain way. He doesn't
That's
cook
right.
for
He don't
me.
cheat
That's
you.
what I'm saying.
He don't
A lot-
cheat you right. Take off your clothes, baby.
No, that's not true. I don't do that.
Right.
But I'm a
But
good
you
Christian
do
man.
listen.
No, I just think that a lot of times.
Come on, let me
guys
pray and lay hands on
A
you.
lot of men become complacent in their relationship and they take their women for granted, and it causes the woman to actually.
my
step
my
out.
question.
But let's hit
When
let's
I've
hear
when I've
Lisa's.
hold
Let's
on
hear-
hold
you said
on
it
hold
enough.
on. When
I'm
I've heard
going- I'm
when
going
I've
to-
heard that, and the reason why I say that when I've heard that, a lot of times, you know, it's two sides to every story, and
Right.
oftentimes I hate and I'm gonna call a lot of my lady friends out with this. Too often I've heard this nigga ain't shit. He don't do this for me. Blah 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 blah.
So why she still with him?
Why you
Excuse.
been with him for so long? then?
Excuses.
Why you been with him for
Excuses.
5,
Exactly.
10
Hold on.
years?
So,
Because the
Miss-
thing is,
Mr.
I
Terrell.
can't tell. And I'm gonna leave it right here. I can't tell you, and I hate to say this, how many times I've gotten close to a woman, gotten to know her, slept with her, etc. And all of a sudden, I got a boyfriend, but he don't do this right, and he don't do that right. Why you with him for so long?
Yeah, but you know that's a long laundry list of reasons
I
why
know,
why they there.
but no, a lot of it be bullshit.
But you know, we never.
Let's
gonna
keep it
figure
real.
out.
A
Yeah,
lot of it
exactly.
be
We never gonna
bullshit.
figure it out.
Exactly.
We're gonna figure it out. So, Lisa, do you agree with what I said?
No.
Why do women cheat?
Let me respond to something you said about what's the point in telling the truth versus telling a lie. I said this a couple of weeks ago,
Which is the
right
philosophical
here in
question.
this station.
Okay.
And I said, it's easier to forgive the truth than it is to forgive a lie.
Come on.
So, what's the purpose in lying?
That's subjective.
No, it's not. It's reality.
No, it's not. It's not across the
It-
board. That's not blanket.
But no,
it's subjective.
okay. So let's say this: men have a hard time dealing with women cheating. Women, we deal with it every day.
Right. This is true.
You can't deal with.
That's a fact.
and that's fact. It's not alternative.
Women are
facts.
better at dealing with it.
Yes,
I got a
and why
response to
is that?
Okay.
Can I say my response to that?
Hold on, but she's trying to get at a point
No,
though.
get her point across. But I want
Go ahead,
to hear what you're
yeah.
saying. But I want to hear.
All
I
right,
got a point to make.
so Lisa, you saying that it's easier to forgive the truth than it is. I think it depends what the truth is.
No, it depends on what you want to accept as being the truth.
But it also, see, you got to also understand what the person who's confessing what their end game is, because now you're saying it's easier to forgive, but what is the person's definition of forgiveness? Because one person's definition of forgiveness is I won't hold it against you. Another person is saying I want you to still be with me.
And that's true. Now that part of
But that's
it
not
is
forgiveness,
true,
right?
but it is forgiveness because you can forgive someone and decide not to be in them to be in your life.
But I'm saying that then that person says, no, that's not what I want, though. I want them to stay with me. So their idea of forgiveness is, I'm trying to get you to stay.
But the moment we find out you're lying, it just adds more fuel to it, and
But-
it's harder to forgive.
I
And
tell
then
you
that's
this.
what makes a woman cheat.
I'm with you.
That's what
I'm
in
with you.
turn
But
will
if she's
cause
gonna-
a woman to step out
Pastor.
because she's given that.
So are you saying that for most women, the truth is a better shot at them
We
staying
have
around?
more respect for men
Pastor.
who are honest with us than we do for men
No,
who lie.
I don't agree with
Period.
that.
Point blank.
I think
First of all,
women,
if
Any
Men-
woman, call women.
men
Call.
get caught.
What's the phone number? Call.
202-656-1 bar.
Call
But
women.
men,
I tell
men
you
get
what-
caught and
All right.
women still
When you
stay
think
with
them
them.
come right to you, Chip.
Yeah. Go to Dave first and then come to me.
My thing is this: if I cheat and you catch me, right, or if I admit, I'm not staying. I'm gone.
Why? Too much pride?
That's his.
No, it's not pride
That's his
because
mindset.
it's always gonna come back up, and you're never gonna trust me the same way.
Pastor, can I?
Agreed.
Can
All
I
right,
jump
so
in?
country.
A lot of times, and I'm gonna just say this because you brought up an interesting point. Why is it so difficult for men to forgive a woman when she's fucked up? One, when a man fucks up, and know what I said, a man versus a nigga versus a man a dude who doesn't own up to shit.
What? What?
What I'm saying is, for the most part, and this may be my opinion, if a man fucks
It is
up, you
your
know what I
opinion.
said, a man, he's gonna own up to it and he's gonna jump through whatever. 9 times out of 10,
Ding.
how often do a woman is willing to own up to when she fucks up? Not to. I don't know too many women that are willing to admit when they messed up. Do y'all? I mean, be real. Be real. And
I mean, I can't speak for.
All
a
women.
lot
All
of
women.
joints don't like to own up to when they mess up. And let's be real. When you cheat and you're trying to get back in with your spouse,
Let her respond, country.
I know. I'm gonna leave it right here. A lot of times you got to go through that Herculean trial to kind of get back and earn the trust of your spouse.
And that's true.
And a lot of and I've known a lot of dudes who failed at that, and a lot of dudes who like, you know what, I gotta get my girl back because I know I fucked up, etc. I rarely hear a woman come across and say, you know what, I fucked up, I messed up and cheated on my dude.
Well, hold
cheat
on.
that much.
Well, hold on.
I don't hear that.
Well, hold on.
Am I
No,
right?
no,
Am
no,
I
no.
right?
But no, I thought you were going to say you don't hear women saying.
No, I don't
Hold
hear-
on,
I
hold
don't
on,
hear
hold
a
on.
lot of women owning up to
Listen,
their
listen,
own
listen.
bullshit.
I thought you were going to
When
say.
a woman fucks
Sh-
up,
shout
how
out-
often
hold
do we hear
Shout
that?
out to our
Country.
Facebook
I
watcher.
thought
He
you-
said, Jamel Fletcher, he said that men like new sex.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I thought.
The promise
hold on.
of, right? It's the promise of.
Jacob want to say something?
No.
he was just saying 5 minutes. Come on.
It's the promise of, fellas. I was told that it's the promise of. You guys like the chase. Oh, the opportunity. The opportunity presents itself, and it's the chase to get there. And then
My thing is
it's that part of it. That
My
you
thing is
like.
this, right?
Is that true?
No, I'm gonna
I don't-
I
my
see some
thing is
people
this.
saying
My
yes.
thing is this,
I don't
right?
agree with that. I don't agree with
As men, we are hunters, right?
There we go. The promise
Right?
of.
Once you
No, I think
catch your
y'all gotta-
prey,
no.
why do you stop hunting?
No, I think y'all got. I think y'all got to let that go. That's like a age-old argument.
That's
No,
an
no, no,
independent
no.
argument.
It's no more
Exactly.
good.
not.
No.
it's
If
not.
you're a hunter,
Hold on.
if
hold on.
you're a hunter,
Listen
you're
what I'm saying.
constantly
Antiquated
gonna
argument.
hunt.
Listen
Relax.
what I'm
Because
saying.
Hold
nowadays
on.
you don't
Relax.
have to work as hard to
Relax.
get it.
But listen to what I'm saying. The idea of calling ourselves hunters, that's some terms from the
that's
60s,
draconian. That's
70s,
draconian.
80s.
Can I say
when
this
we
fast
know more?
after you say that?
So we don't hunt no more.
I ain't say we don't hunt anymore. I'm just not like we used to. Not this generation. No, not like we used to.
well,
but we're
we
not
don't.
in that generation.
Because
No,
it's a
no,
big
we're not in
part
that-
of-
no,
we
we
come
are.
from. We derived from the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Dave,
but we're
would
not
you
there.
agree?
So it's kind
Dave,
of it's
would
kind
you
of like
Dave, would you agree that we don't just be real? Would you agree nowadays you don't have to do as much work as you used to do
I don't
back in the
agree.
day.
No, that's true.
I mean, it depends on what you're looking
No,
for.
yeah, you don't.
No, I'm just saying.
Exactly.
In general.
So
I mean,
that's
you
what I'm
gotta
saying.
go fish and all that.
I mean, yeah, if you looking for
Our,
a
our
relationship,
hunting is swiping now,
I'm
right?
saying if
So-
you looking for a relationship,
but
but how
pretty
many
much to
relationships
me-
are started because a woman initiates?
No,
it?
no.
But
The
you know
thing,
what? I
but-
pretty much think that just to break it down because we kind of run out of time. We got like a couple more minutes. But I'm just saying, pretty much my opinion is why people cheat. I think women cheat because they feel that they've been taken granted of.
I doubt that.
And I think
Taken for
taken for granted. I think men cheat because the woman stopped being a freak, basically, and then this other woman provides something that they're not getting.
Nah.
I disagree.
Nah.
That
And
might
I
be
just
your
say,
reason.
Hold on, let's
in
say this.
response to his shaking his head, I do think women, my female friends, find comfort in other men if when they're in a relationship because they do feel taken for granted. That
Right.
is very, very true. You can ask any woman usually, or they got tired of the guy mistreating them.
Exactly.
We're not, and we're just innately loyal. Like that's how we're made. Now you do have some women who just straight think
you
like
got
a dude.
some hoes.
You
Yeah.
do, and that's
That's
why
what I'm saying.
Right, you
changed.
do have
got
some.
But
women
I'm
that-
talking
you
about
got some women that
All
cheat.
right, just calm down, buddy.
You got
Calm
some women
down.
that
I
cheat for the
agree,
same
but I'm not
reasons
talking about
that
them.
niggas treat.
But we
I'm
talking,
not talking
but
about
we
that.
talking
They do
about,
it
we talking
just
about
to do
legitimate-
it.
We talking about a legitimate,
A
woman
legitimate-
that's married
yes,
and why
or-
she.
Because
And now
you
Tommy
generalizing on that
from
point.
Steve Harvey show just did a play that really broke it down.
Steve
And-
Harvey,
and that
really?
in that play, if you really watch that play, his wife Tommy was married to this woman. He stopped telling he loved her. He was like, she came home, she cooked dinner for him. He said he just eat the food, didn't say it was good. The gardener came and he showed her that she was beautiful again.
Attention.
He told her she was pretty. And that's how
Attention.
He was
that's what I'm
spending
saying.
more time
Attention.
at the house than
Listen,
Tommy
let me
was.
say this. Now, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything like that.
Come on,
But
prove
if I'm in a relationship and I get more attention from men outside of my relationship, there's a problem.
Come on.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying.
So you
Women
saying-
like their men to be attentive. And once that's lost, then there's room for
For
the
somebody,
Somebody
gardener
else to
and the
come
milkman and the mailman
Okay,
to come in.
But so my question is,
That's why they
what
make
if
so
you
many
what if you're
milkman babies
what
out
if
here?
you're a man who's attentive
Then
and
there's
your
no reason
woman
for her-
still cheats?
Well, then
can't
she's the
Hold
problem.
on, I mean, because the thing is,
She's
the thing
just
is,
greedy.
we love to pretend
No more.
that when a woman cheats, it's for all
Right.
these real reasons. But let's keep it real.
Country
Hey,
boys.
Titty.
A lot of
Titty.
women, a lot of
Damn.
women out
Titty.
here cheat for the same.
Are you
reason.
hurt?
Right.
Are you hurt?
that's
He
not
is
the
hurt.
point.
Are you
that
hurt?
A lot of women out here
That man,
cheat
come
for
Calm
the
on.
down,
same
buddy.
reason.
Rub his back.
A lot of women out here
Give
cheat
him a
for
hug,
the
please.
same
He
reasons
need a
that
hug.
niggas cheat.
He need a hug. Hey,
Stop a moment. A lot of women out here cheat for the
founders
same
of our
reasons that
one
niggas cheat.
Pastor, what's
And
your,
that's
what's your
true.
final
Don't
You
give him a
have
hug.
that. You have that.
What's
I'm not gonna. I'm
Right.
not gonna deny that. I do know some cruddy women who
Right.
just do it.
Thank
just
you.
because
Just
they
Pastor.
are.
that's
But
one thing.
what's your
That's one
has
thing. A
no
lot of women
everybody,
don't want to
we run out of
acknowledge
time.
that.
We run out of time.
A lot of
people.
women
Hey,
don't want to acknowledge
Could
that.
you just calm down,
We
please?
run out of time. Pat, what's
Don't
your
yell
final-
at the guests.
What's your
No,
final
it ain't-
statement?
everybody's giving Chitty a hug before you.
Right.
you-
What's your final
Bully.
statement?
He's a bully.
What's your final statement?
He's a
Pastor?
bully.
This nigga's veins is popping.
What's your final statement, Pastor?
Niggas ain't shit and bitches ain't shit. Yeah,
No,
just say it.
I
What's your
think.
final-
Listen, I think the cheating. The answer to cheating is more personal and internal. I think it's inside of our subconsciousness. I think that we have a constant conversation with our truth.
Right.
Our truth is always speaking,
Yep.
but we work very hard to keep on the game face or the mask that we portray to everybody else.
Wow.
And I think there's just a lot of dissatisfied people walking around holding what they got because they know that there are people in their life that want them to be in that space, but their truth is saying something else.
Wow.
And so sooner or later, the truth starts having the relationship it wants to have privately. And so this is how I think you get into the place where, because whenever you get caught, you always come to this place of clarity where you say, man, why was I thinking? Why would I do this? Because you realize what you have, right?
Right.
Because you know you have something good. So
After
why would
that.
you know you have something good and still cheat? That's because there's still a truth. Even with the person that you love, right? You might be what they want, but they're not everything that you want. Or it could be a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Both of you still have some unmet needs. And it's really hard to be honest about where you really are with people that you are with, because people can't always handle it. They feel like you should be satisfied with what they think you should be satisfied with, when in fact you want something deeper. So it's really a self-searching, personal thing you got to do. I think if the answer to cheating is to really find your truth, get to it, and learn how to live it, that takes a process.
The answer to cheating or not?
The answer to cheating.
Oh, cheating.
The answer to not cheating is that you have to get to your truth and learn how to live it. And that is a process, learning how to live your truth.
Pastor, thank you so much. Lisa, you were just the best today.
Thank you. I had a good time. This was great.
We're
You
glad
guys
you
are
come back
hilarious.
anytime.
Hold on, wait a minute. Was the campaign is called what?
The Love Forward campaign.
The Love Forward campaign. Does the Love Forward campaign have a spiritual advisor?
No, and I need one.
He's looking for a job, bro.
I'm just
I
saying.
can't pay you.
Brother needs some work.
I can't pay you.
As long
but,
as you make
know,
me the official.
Hey, I listen.
I signed on as
we
the
do.
PR
Let me tell you
assistant,
something.
PR
Those who
for it.
come along here in our grassroots efforts, when we become big, because we're going to have, I wanted to say, we're planning a huge march on Washington for bullying, against bullying.
Okay.
This is going to be massive. These are the people we're going to bring with us. So what you do now is not in vain.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to.
Okay.
You need a spiritual
We'll talk.
advisor, religious
We'll talk.
affairs, whatever it is. I need.
And
We'll
you know
talk.
I'm on board for your PR. We already talked, right?
We
about to
did.
talk.
I appreciate you
Yo,
guys
Lisa,
have been
thank
great.
you so much. You're
Thank you
beautiful.
for
The
having me.
presentation, everything about you was just
Shout out.
amazing.
Thank
today.
you.
You did a
Thank
great job. So you
you.
come on anytime.
I appreciate it.
Just come to hang out and talk
Okay.
and have a drink with us. I know you don't drink normally, but have a drink with us.
I didn't say that. I just said I wasn't drinking
Drink
while
on the
talking
show.
about bullying.
So the way to respond to
Everybody put
bullying.
your
I got to
drinks in
get
the
these
air.
sponsorships. Okay, WLVS.
Right. Thank you, Jacob, for being here, man. You did an awesome job as usual. You've been the bomb.
You was especially exceptional tonight.
You were really good. I don't know how, because normally you mess up. You were excellent.
Nah, he had his headphones on. He wasn't paying
He wasn't
attention to us
paying
tonight.
I think it's the haircut.
That was great. Yo, shout out to Boom. Thanks for having us every Tuesday night. Yo,
Thank you.
had a great show.
Thank you so
PDO, thank you so much.
All right.
Awesome.
Salud!
Going up
No cheat.
on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the color.